Good. Just
All right, we
making.
live.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday, noon Eastern time, to talk the GOAT conversation and basketball. It is daylight saving time, so hopefully you got your rest in because we got an extra hour on the East Coast. Shout out to everybody that's already in the comments. We see a few folks already calling us some haters for Michael Jordan. We are not Michael Jordan fan haters, nor are we Michael Jordan haters. We are GOAT James Kingdom. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. My partner is Brandon, the sports analyst. We have my man Travis, which is the MJ delegate, which shows you we don't hate Jordan fans because we have one on our show week in and week out. What up, Travis?
What's up, gentlemen?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are going to have another great episode for y'all. But y'all make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to be a subscriber to the channel because we are coming live every Sunday with a new show, new episode, new topics. Today's topic, we're going to talk about who was better at basketball at the age of 38 years old. There is data. There is much data that we can bring up to talk about this. This is what we do in GOAT James Kingdom. So we're going to discuss who was better at 38 years old. Was it Michael Jordan or was it LeBron James? So this is going to be today's episode. Y'all make sure to hit that like button, share the content. We are also live on our Facebook group, which is growing every day. Shout out to all of our Facebook members and followers and our detractors. Shout out to everybody on our TikTok page and also on Instagram. You guys know where you can find us. We're right here. A lot of people say they want to see us. They want to spend time with us, Brandon, but they don't want to come on Sunday afternoon and speak basketball with us. What's good, Brandon?
What's good, man? Yeah, we're talking about our two fanboys.
Oh yeah, the GJK City Girls groupies. That's who they are. All right.
So Travis, I don't know if you've been following along with those two dudes. So basically, they challenged me and Johnny to a 2-on-2 game in Kansas.
The basketball? What?
Yes, a
Okay.
2-on-2 game in Kansas.
In Kansas. I don't know why
I live
Kansas.
in I live in Phoenix, and Johnny lives in Florida.
Oh man.
Miami.
So those two
They
can't debate. Do that.
so I guess the thing is they're upset by how we talk about the GOAT debate and everything. So in their mind, LeBron fans cannot play basketball, apparently in their mind, and they want to challenge us to a game of basketball, mano y mano. So, Johnny's like, why I don't really care about that. Why would I fly to Kansas to play 2-on-2 when I could give a care less about your feelings? So I said, well, we could play one-on-one. I could play both of y'all one-on-one, but I'm not flying to see nobody. If y'all want to challenge me to basketball, come on down and play me in basketball. That didn't work out because they want to play 2-on-2, and they know that they probably won't score a point if they play versus me. So in their minds, they thought that they was gonna bully, us on the court, even though they're like half my size. I bully the bullies. So if they want to play me one-on-one, I don't mind.
Oh my
Like, come
god.
on down, play me one-on-one. Like, we're not about to play 2-on-2 in Kansas. We're not meeting up in Kansas. Johnny's not flying to Phoenix to play these two dudes that he don't care about in basketball because they don't know how to explain why Michael Jordan is better than LeBron.
The
Like,
funny
simple as
thing.
that.
The funny thing is this: shots fired. You know what? Shots fired. All applause. I appreciate you, Brandon. Even though you think that they can score if I'm on the basketball court, but they can't with only you. But that's fine. That's fine. But either way, you're right. We don't play basketball. We never sat here and said that we know basketball because we play it. We've played basketball. I played basketball my whole life. I stopped playing a few years ago because I just don't play basketball. I'm at an age where I don't need to go play basketball. I can get in shape. I can go play ball. If I'm going to fly to Phoenix, it's for Brandon and I to have a business meeting about what we do in GOAT James Kingdom, which is basically debate. We are debaters. We actually talk basketball. But you can come on a Sunday afternoon and talk to us. You can come on a Friday night and talk to me personally one-on-one if that's what you want. But you know a basketball game is not going to happen. It doesn't, and mind you, there's no footage of these guys playing basketball besides one gentleman, and he's not even doing nothing. He's playing basketball with teenagers on a playground. Like, who cares? I don't care if you shoot basketball, play basketball. Doesn't matter. Can you prove Michael Jordan's the GOAT? No, you can't, and that's your problem. That's the real issue. They can't prove Michael Jordan's the GOAT. So they think by playing us in basketball, it will show people that we're not good in basketball. So whatever we say in basketball no longer is valid because we lost supposedly to them, and it's not going to happen. They know there's going to be no game happen. Why would we fly to Kansas? That's what I want to know. How's Kansas a neutral site?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would say to that is just like, guys, like, yeah, I'm a Jordan Nugget, but like when you do stuff like that, or like when you're like, hey, losing an argument and you have no recourse, and your only recourse is saying, let's play basketball. Even if you beat guys like 40-0, it's not going to be like the court of public opinion isn't going to be like, oh yeah, that makes their original point correct. It doesn't. It just means that you aren't intelligent enough to defend your original stance, which is sadly 98% of the Jordan fans that I've seen on the show, which doesn't bode well for me.
Well, that's why you're here, Travis. You're here to save them. You're here to save them. But go ahead, Brandon.
See what I can. It's like triage.
I don't know why they want to get embarrassed. Like I don't know why they want to come play me one on. Well, they don't want to come play me one on. As soon as the conversations change to okay, let's go 1-on-1, me and you. The whole conversation. Well, of this business deal ends at 1 a.m. Like we didn't make no deal. You guys are making private messages harassing us about playing 2-on-2. We didn't think of this. We don't care about this. We didn't say, hey, Trey, let's play 2-on-2 in Kansas for the business deal we had. Let's put up money. Like, I wish they would come down here and put up some money.
That's what city girls do. Okay, I'm from Miami, so I can let you know what city girls is all about. The city girls is to find other men that have ways of making money together, and that's what they want to do. They want to find Brandon and I and make money together because they can't get their own followers. You are a Michael Jordan fan, and no one cares what you have to say. That's how bad your takes are. I could just only imagine it being a Jordan fan, rooting for Jordan, and no one cares what you say. Like that's hilarious. So, but there's people in the comments talking about it. John, yes, John, shout out to King John. Listen, John, they've both been on the show. One of them comes on and doesn't say anything. We give him a chance to speak. He doesn't say nothing. The other one, he gives us material. If you want to go back, we got plenty of material exposing this man. He literally had the nerve to say.
That's why you're afraid to come on.
Yeah, that's why he's afraid to come on anymore because everything's recorded. See, they go on TikTok lives where nothing's recorded. They go on there for 10 hours and you have to download a 10-hour live and try to find the clip where somebody said something supposedly when they didn't even say it. That's what they like to do. This is why we prove Jordan fans can't prove the GOAT. Yes, we prove LeBron's the GOAT. We're going to prove it today. If you want, the link will be up shortly. Anybody could come up and challenge Brandon and I. You get your 5 minutes and we will prove to you. Just like Travis said, y'all cannot prove Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball, hands down. No objective way. There's no way to do it. And we're waiting. We've been doing this show for over a year. We haven't seen it yet. Not one.
This MJ fanboy, Michael Jordan fans are the best. I mean, if you want to, we can send you the link if you want to try to prove that Michael Jordan's a GOAT. Like, I'm fine with that. We all fine with that. I think Travis would love to laugh.
I mean, do be proud, man. Like somebody, please.
Now, listen. We give you guys only give us material. Like I stated in the video on our TikTok, we let y'all speak. You gonna have every chance to state your words, and we're gonna watch you mumble and fumble the bag while Brandon and I expose you. And James Kingdom goes on to another Sunday afternoon gloriously.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our first topic.
Yes.
So, we've been hearing this thing about who's better at age 38. And Travis, I don't know if you saw that video I posted where Brandon Jennings and McCants were talking about Michael Jordan and how great he would have been today if he would have played when he was 40. Have you seen that clip?
I don't think I saw that particular one, no.
Okay, let me just go ahead and play that clip because that clip is pretty hilarious.
Okay.
Let me find it. Okay, here you go.
At 40. So he ended at 40, averaging 20.
Yeah, and they said,
so Mike will probably average 40 today at that age.
No,
yeah,
no.
Mike would average 40 as a 40
in our league, this league right now.
Yeah, yes, 100%. Yes, he would.
100%.
LeBron. I mean, yes.
Nobody's guarding Michael Jordan.
If he's averaging 20 back then, imagine
40.
what he would do today.
No. He was 40. He was good, but Did you see how he played then?
No, 100%. Like, he's just saying at least about getting buckets. Like Jordan to get buckets because it's easier to get buckets now. LeBron getting them buckets because half court LeBron is not getting buckets like half court Jordan. Half court.
This dude really said that LeBron cannot score in a half court, and that's why Michael Jordan would score 40 points a game. And like they're dead serious about Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan literally limped to the finish line at age 40. Like I could understand if they're talking about like Michael Jordan at age 37, maybe 36, but don't talk about the Washington years. Like Michael Jordan was not that efficient at age 30. He took 3 years off, and then when he was 40, he limped to the finish line.
Even at 36, 35, when he was averaging 28 points per game, it was now no.
That's like saying Kobe Bryant in 2006 would average 80 points a game today. But let me just keep on going on.
Jordan getting buckets every time down. But how many games Mike played?
He played 82. Yep.
The last year.
82.
So 6 and 40.
Season.
82.
Second to last season was
he's averaging 30.
He's averaging 30.
He's averaging 30. He's averaging 30.
He played 82 and 40.
Think about what he has to do to average.
Nothing. Just sit in the post and keep jumping. They keep jumping. They're gonna keep jumping. Sit on the line.
Yeah. Fade away.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan ain't got to run in no air, man.
So he just basically saying if Michael Jordan played, all he has to do is pump fake and he'll just be on the free throw line. They just believe players today are so terrible that all Michael Jordan has to do is go to the lane and pump fake and he'll just be on the free throw line shooting 30 free throws a game. And they're dead serious. This is the reason why it's kind of hard to have conversations with Jordan fans, because they just say ridiculous things like this. Just because Michael Jordan played 82 games, he averaged 30 points a game. Because he played 82 games, he would average 30 points a game at least.
No.
And these are NBA players who were in high school when Michael Jordan was in Washington.
It's
because
just
me and McCann came out the same year. We were in high school.
Yeah. It's
me
just
and McCann is the same age, yeah.
it's just so long. Like the way that if you're gonna like, I get this is like a specific year, but I mean, if you're gonna argue that, like, you at least have to be, you can't be completely unobjective. You have to put your bias aside and be like, okay, he's 40. He's gonna know, and he probably has if he's gonna be completely injury free, he's gonna realize he's not the same spring chicken, and like he wasn't that efficient. Like I don't understand how, and he like today. I'm sorry, would he have more shots today? Sure, but he's not going to average 30 points a game on anything less than like a 51% shooting or whatever. If anything, he'd probably go for like 25. 6 and 6 maybe, but he wouldn't be the focal point of any offense, I don't think, at year or age 40.
No, he'll be focal. He'll be focal because he's Mike.
I mean, he shot 24 times a game at age 38, so I think he would still. Yeah. Michael Jordan would make himself the focal point. Like he's Michael Jordan.
What team he's on too?
I believe that's just Michael Jordan. Period. Like he's gonna take over. That's what Michael Jordan do. But like Gilbert Arenas was trying to say, did you see Michael Jordan play at that time? His knees were getting drained every game. Michael Jordan, they think that we're talking about Michael Jordan in 1987 when he averaged 37 points a game. That's what they're relating this to.
Yeah. Just no context.
Like Michael Jordan in 1987 averaged 37 points a game. Michael Jordan in 2002, he was not doing what he did in 1987.
No, wait. Michael Jordan at 34 years old was shooting 46% from the field, 24% from the three-point line, and 78% from the free throw line. Jordan at 40 in 2022 is not averaging 30 points per game at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one is in the NBA. Like I can understand, okay, Jordan is an amazing scorer, but the pace of play and how you have to play defense is going to make you exhausted.
He would definitely be on a men's restriction.
Yeah,
heavily.
It's going to make you exhausted. Like Kevin Garnett even said it himself. Like it would be hard to keep up with these players if you just take someone out of his era and put it in here, because how the game has changed. I know they want to say the game is easier because there are certain players who you see getting buckets after buckets, but they're not realizing how great of shooters these players are. If you watch the game yesterday, the Lakers lost to the Magics. These dudes was hitting everything, knocking down threes. The center knocking down threes. Wagner made like 3 up. Like, it's just a different game. They're more skilled. It's just different. It doesn't mean that anybody just gonna come in and walk and score. Like, McCants act like he could come in the NBA right now and score 30 points per game or something. That's what he thinks in his mind. So let me just keep finishing this clip up.
Defensively, what I'm saying is defensively he's running. But I'm saying
we hiding him.
We hide him.
We can hide him.
We can hide Mike.
We can hide Mike.
hide him. Not in this decade.
Yes, you can.
Down and guard me, which you probably won't be out here long.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God, I forgot they said that. I almost forgot that they said that. What up, Ralph? What up, Craig? Thanks for joining the panel, fellas. We're talking Michael Jordan and LeBron at 38. All right, so that's the conversation for today's show. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen. And obviously, we're seeing the major myths and narratives that people spit about Michael Jordan. All right, now is Michael Jordan being hidden on defense? Is that what he just said, Brandon? We're gonna hide him on defense.
Hide Jordan on defense.
Oh, this is phenomenal. Go ahead, Brandon.
Because
this is phenomenal. This is great.
I can't even say anything to that. I literally can't even say it.
I want Jordan fans to speak. What up, Ralph? It's your turn, brother. You was patient enough, man. Thanks for coming on again.
Yo, what up, man?
You seen the clip before, man. What's wrong with your Jordan fans, man?
I actually didn't see this clip. I seen part of this clip. This part I didn't hear. I didn't see.
Okay, well, they're basically saying Jordan could score 30 points per game at 40 years old in 2023 in today's NBA. And they're saying the reason why is because, for one, Jordan would pump fake and everybody would just foul him and no one would play defense on him. And then they would hide him on defense because he wouldn't, because they would just hide him because they knew he can't play defense with them tendonitis knees. So they're going to hide him on defense as if why you have to hide him on defense? I thought nobody plays defense. Why is Jordan forced to play defense? Why you gotta hide him if nobody plays defense?
I don't even think you're gonna hide him on defense for the fact that he's too prideful for that. He ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Mute yourself right quick, Rob. You got some background noise, please, brother. Yeah. You got some background noise. I don't know if you're moving or you're doing. You got some background noise.
What about now?
You sound better now.
Yeah, Craig, I'm trying to get my phone together.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate Craig. Everybody is expecting you to stand 10 toes down. I know you will. Why are Jordan fans crazy, Craig?
The same reason why I pay the crazy ones of mine is the same reason why we pay the crazy LeBron fans mine, because they the ones who's always outlandish.
No, where's the outlandish LeBron statements?
I want to hear a lot. Someone literally told me the other day that LeBron's the GOAT because his son is in college basketball.
Well, that could be included. His genes. It's in his genes.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not.
That's nasty.
It's in his genes.
Dude, there's terrible arguments on both sides.
Listen. You could listen. I'm a father. The other day, my son got dressed up for homecoming, looking like a dapper Dawn, because he gets it from his father.
That's like me saying
Michael Jordan's kids,
his son marrying Pippen's ex-wife.
Michael Jordan's kids seen one thing from their father, him tricking. So that's what they do. They go tricking. They didn't see Michael Jordan working out day in and day out. Michael Jordan didn't tell his kids, hey, I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to go golfing. I'm not here tonight. LeBron's kids actually
practice like everybody else.
LeBron kids actually see him wake up every day, work out. They actually can make fun of him because they see him all the time. It's in the genes.
Oh Lord!
But you don't see no LeBron. I don't see Nick Wright talking like this. Nick Wright would never say LeBron James is going to go into the 80s and average 50 points per game because they don't play defense with him. He'll tell you the truth. There's one-on-one basketball. You guys never seen LeBron James literally have one-on-one basketball with anybody in his whole career. So you cannot judge him for not being able to play one-on-one when he's never had to play one-on-one his whole career.
I was seeing that all the time.
Where? He's never had to play one-on-one. There's always been a team strategy to stop LeBron James.
On a fast break. On a fast break.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
there's been times like that's the best way to stop him. We've seen that in multiple series. We saw that in his first final series.
But you couldn't do that if he was in the 90s, if he was in the 80s. So imagine
Sure, you could do it better.
No, they couldn't do it in the net. If they clear out the floor, there's nothing you can do. You're on the other side. There's no center fast enough to stop LeBron to get to the rim.
Better. You can pack the paint whenever you wanted, and you wouldn't get a 3-second.
Not if I clear out the paint.
You're not clearing out the paint.
I mean, we have multiple clips of this. We showed Michael Jordan going to the lane and everyone's coming over there late because of how the Bulls strategize. Like we showed multiple clips of this. No one was just sitting in the lane.
But you got to look at a whole game.
Doing it.
Yeah,
you got to look at the Jazz.
If someone do a backflip and dunk, I can show you a clip of doing it. Like, come on, you're always going to see a clip of something happening. It can't be the majority.
I didn't bring up clips. I bring up the actual rules of the game. If a defender is on the weak side of the block, so is his defended guy. Simple and plain. So you can put 4 guys on the weak side of the block, and all 4 of their defenders will be on the other side of the basketball court, and it will be your man versus 1 defender. That is the rule.
Yeah, but that's not what happens.
What?
It does happen. It happens all the time.
Well, you guys just ain't gonna agree because y'all didn't watch the game. But let's go and finish this.
Yeah, I watched.
You ain't gonna be.
I watched all the games.
His knees.
If Mike played 82 games, that means he's going to average 30.
Them knees was good.
The man traded Rip Hamilton because Rip Hamilton talked about his knees.
I mean, well, you shouldn't have been talking. You shouldn't have been talking. I'm right.
See,
I'm right.
Rip ain't mentioned them knees no more. He ain't mentioned them knees after that.
Don't mention my knees.
Don't mention my knees.
You muted, Brandon. You mute, Brandon.
I'm just saying they have every damn excuse. Now you can't even talk about Jordan's knees. Well, you should have been talking about his knees. All right. So, we seen, two guys talk about how they believe Michael Jordan would average 40 points a game today. So let's just go ahead and see what 2 first ballot Hall of Famers would say about LeBron.
With his health and what he's invested in himself, I'm not surprised at fucking all. He's put this in himself. He gets up and go to the weight room. He gets it in after practice. He ain't nobody waking him up, making him go in at 4. I think the first days of training camp, Christian Wood say he tried to come in there at 7:45. Bron already in there working, Lord. When you get older, you got to work even harder. So to see him out there get pulled at 29 minutes because they don't want and be the best player, I'm not shocked. You know why? Because that's what he owned, Lord. Lord ain't gonna step on the court and be less than what he know him to be. Man, I played against fucking Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, fucking Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady,
Dale Curry, and Steph Curry.
Nigga, you think he gonna come in here and let a motherfucking New Jack do it? Man, he ain't playing that. He built from the traditional. Brian from the old country, you know what I'm saying? He graduated into this new junk, but he from the old country. He built old country, you know what I'm saying? So he gonna keep, Lord, he got another 4-5 years of him if he wants this. It's simple, downhill, pick and roll, I get into the lane, I cross over, I come back, Euro, you left hand, boop, call the whistle. If I don't get that, I get the fadeaway from the 14, 15, from the free throw line. I got a standstill 3-pointer at the top or in the corner. Lord, the game, Lord, if you know how to play, and he knows how to play, he knows how to score, and he knows time, efficiency, and he knows how to score, bro. Yeah. I'm not shocked at nothing he's doing. It's just about how long does he want to do this. You always hear him say this, as long as my mind, we always say, you get bored with the process, bro, and this is a long-ass season.
And you know what? He got motivation to play longer because his kids.
You know what? That's his new motivation. I got to stay here another 2 years, get Bronny in this bitch, and then we're going to do the Ken Griffey goddamn
But he talking about his younger one, too.
Lord.
He waiting on him.
Lord, he
Bryce,
just said.
Bryce? He waiting on him.
Lord, get the fuck out of here,
He just
Lord.
mentioned
That's
that.
cold. That's cold.
So But we haven't seen nobody play 21 years at this level.
Already immortal. I'm the scorers champ, Lord. I'm finna get my sons in here. Man, I'm finna start a volleyball league for my daughter. Man, Lord is just doing whatever. We ain't never seen it like this.
Right.
Mike Jordan had it. He ain't never had it like this.
Nah.
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT.
Woo.
He said that all. He said all that with a pair of Jordans on.
That's the only thing Jordan fans got, that he's wearing Jordans.
Yeah.
That's all y'all got. It's cool. That's all y'all got.
What up, Jay? Please, thanks for joining the show. Thank you. You know, we talking Michael Jordan. Jay. We talking Michael Jordan and LeBron at 38 years old.
I came in late. So we saying that LeBron is better than Jordan at age 38 because of what? His averages? Or his total?
No, because he's better. Because he's better, bro.
Oh, we going by the eye test.
Okay, we're gonna go over.
Go by the eye test too.
At 38, LeBron is better.
I just want to know because
it's not even a question.
I just want to know how all these Jordan fans are available to make all these outlandish statements, but Kevin Garnett, who broke it down as far as basketball terms, he broke it down. He said, "Yo, LeBron just is gonna go downhill," which is what we see him do. When he gets a chance, he's gonna go for the transition. If not, he's gonna go for the pick and roll. He's gonna go downhill that way. If not, he's gonna break you down with it. He's actually telling you things that you're seeing LeBron doing, and he's giving you terminology. Not what Jennings was saying. Jordan's just gonna post up and pump fake. They're gonna jump. That's not real basketball terminology. That's not. Jordan fans run around and say the most craziest, outlandish things, but when LeBron fans say whatever we have to say, even though it makes sense, it's a problem. I don't understand this. I don't understand how y'all think at 38 Michael Jordan was anything great. There was nothing great about Michael Jordan at 38 years old, bro. I don't care what y'all tell me. There's nothing great.
He always been a good shooting guard.
He was a small forward then.
Yep, with the Wizards, he was a small forward.
That's why they don't like the Wizards years. They would like to reduce his years to 9. What is it, Ralph? 935?
What?
Without the Washington Wizards years, what is the Bulls' numbers? How many games he played?
930.
930. That's what they wanted his career to be. That's what they really wanted to be.
No, he could. Like I said, he could add the Wizard years. He did all his stuff. What we talk about in his career with the Bulls. Like if you want to say 13 years, 15 years, whatever he did, it still don't change the fact that he did it. No matter how many years it took him to do it.
Nah, that's false.
I mean, no one's.
Who he did it with?
They're saying that Michael Jordan at the Wizards would have averaged 40 points per game.
Now, I wouldn't say 40
today.
I wouldn't say no damn 40. It'll be close to. I mean, he averaged 22.
It won't be 30.
The teams were scoring 100 points per game. These teams are scoring 130. You think he don't want to? You think he can't get 10 more points?
The Lord has spoken, Craig. You lying already. The Lord has spoken, brother. Pick up the light, brother. Pick up the light.
Can I say something?
The Lord has spoken. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
So look, from my understanding as a Bull fan, it's all about shot attempts with Jordan. It's all about shot attempts. So all it takes for somebody to take the same amount of shots as Jordan. You see what I'm saying? If he's shooting the ball more than everybody, 9 times out of 10, what? You're going to have more points than everybody. So in this area here, everybody's jacking that bitch up. But at the same time, you got to play team ball to even make it in this league. You just can't be going out there thinking you're going to play one-on-one and be successful in this league. You see what I'm saying? So either way it go, he might not even shoot the ball as much because he's going to have real defense that he's going to have to figure out. See, these defensive schemes that you got to play today, you just can't go out there and try to play one-on-one against the athletes. You see what I'm saying? So when you're going against a real defense, you're going to have to pass. You got to do all the things that the basketball tell you to do, bro. You just can't have that mindset that Jordan had. Oh, I'm going to go for 50 tonight. I'm going to go for 60 tonight. If you happen to go for 50, you had to figure out that defense to do it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Thomas done it.
I think the problem is. I think the problem is. What'd you say, Craig?
I said if Cam Thomas on the Nets can do it, I don't think I wouldn't be surprised.
That's this era. You don't know. You don't. What'd he do?
Yeah, what he do?
You don't know who Cam Thomas is on the Nets?
Yeah,
I know who Cam Thomas is. That's a bad boy.
Figured out the defense. What did he average? Like 28 points a game?
That's a bad boy, though. That's a bad boy.
But he got skills. He actually can play basketball.
So you said Jordan can never play basketball?
So it's the name. So you going by the name. You going by the name at this point.
Jordan,
yeah, I know who Cam Thomas is. I said he a bad boy. He a bad boy.
Jordan at 40 is not better than Cam Thomas.
No, I'm just saying in general.
If Cam Thomas was on the Washington Wizards, Jordan would have traded him away.
His average is 28. Jordan at 38 couldn't get 6 more points because he was averaging 22.
No, he wouldn't
His body couldn't allow him.
When they scoring 100.
His body couldn't allow him. That's what we're saying.
He wouldn't get 20 points a game in today's NBA.
So you say he could average like 28 points a game at 38 when his team was scoring 120 points?
I'm telling you this. If Cam Thomas was on the Washington Wizards, Jordan would have traded him away.
But y'all looking at his teammates. I'm talking. So he won't have no teammates in this era.
Craig, listen before you respond. He would have traded Cam Thomas away because Cam Thomas was better than him in Washington. That's what would have happened if Michael Jordan had Cam Thomas.
Well, y'all say Pippen was better than him. He didn't trade Pippen away.
Huh?
Y'all say Pippen was better than him.
Pippen, he quit because Pippen wasn't there.
But y'all saying y'all saying he was trade, you wanted if someone was better than him, you would trade them.
He tried to trade Scottie Pippen. Krause told him, "No, I'm not doing that."
What do you mean? He tried to trade Scottie Pippen.
He tried to trade Scottie Pippen. I got a quote that I can bring up for you right now. Michael Jordan wanted Scottie Pippen traded in '91, and from Michael Jordan
himself.
Yeah, for Michael Jordan himself.
Okay.
Michael Jordan has been saying, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't want to get, stop it, y'all. Michael Jordan wanted Horace Grant traded. He wanted Scottie Pippen traded. He wanted the Chicago Bulls to go get Walter Davis, LaSalle Thompson.
So he wanted Scottie Pippen
Buck
traded.
Williams. He said yes. Yes, he wanted them traded. And Krause never listened to him. Krause did what he had to do to make the Bulls the better team. You just shoot. That's it. That's your job, Jordan. Shoot.
What makes you a Jordan fan?
I think the problem is you guys think Michael Jordan at Washington was Michael Jordan in '93 or something. Like,
thank you.
Why couldn't Michael Jordan average 6 more points? Because Michael Jordan couldn't run up and down the court today like he did in 2002. Like his body couldn't hold up.
Even prime. Go ahead.
His prime. Like Gilbert Reeves was saying, like his knees would not have held up running back and forth like this. It just would not have happened for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was well out of his prime, and you guys thinking like, well, why couldn't he average 6 more points? Because he could. That's why he got hurt trying to play that way in 2001, and then in 2002 he limped to the finish line, played 82 games. Like Michael Jordan was not Michael Jordan in 1993. Like that's what we're talking about. Like you guys think that Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan at 30 years old in Washington.
What he did and what he didn't do, and you put it together as everything negative. We could same way we say what he did when he retired twice. He retired. We could say if he wouldn't retire, but no, we cannot say that. We cannot say anything he did.
Why is it
negative? We can assume that negativity of what he did, it would be in any style, any era he played.
Why is anything objective about Michael Jordan considered negative talk about Michael Jordan?
What do you mean the negative? Could you telling me he can't do something? Can't is a negative word. What are you talking about?
Because he didn't.
If I can't do something, that's negative.
That's an objective take. I'm not saying it just to say there's an objective reason why I'm telling you.
And there is an objective reason we can be on the opposite side.
No, there is no. You have no objective reason to say Michael Jordan at 40 years old can average 30 points per game in 2023.
Look at the percentage of points he was scoring in 2000, and you can make the adjusted for the. He averaged what 20 points when it.
He averaged no, and when he was 40, he averaged 20 points per game. Yeah, when he was 40. Now at 38, he averaged 23 points per game. He was shooting 41% from the field, 18% from the 3-point line. Probably won't even get on the court shooting 18% from the 3-point line. Jordan is not getting no baskets. If you're shooting 18, they're going to treat you like Westbrook and Draymond Green.
But his name is Michael Jordan. That's why it don't matter, bro. His name is Michael Jordan. That's why it don't matter.
I would say that about any great player. If I'm like the only one to say
we're going to show you. We're going to show you great. We're going to show you great players. We're going to show you great players that played better than Jordan at 38.
I said LeBron played better at 38.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So all this meant that Jordan played great at 38.
So we want to take 1 year?
Nah.
Why is it?
You also got
38 is only 1 year.
LeBron's 38. That's what we're talking about. 38. That's why.
38. And people.
He's finna be 39.
People upset because we celebrated LeBron throwing for 35, and balling, we can't do that for some reason. See, now we're the ones who are outrageous. He scores 35 points, balls
No,
out.
because when he doesn't score 35, what y'all say? He's 38. What y'all want him to do?
He scores 25 or he scores 19.
And y'all say he's old. This is his 21st season. What you expect? I can't say that when he's underperformed. And then you say when he does, but when he opens.
Now, how is he underperforming? But how is he underperforming? Compared to who? Compared to who?
Yeah, Billy.
Compared to who?
Compared
to who?
This shit getting crazy, man.
This is why
Craig, underperforming compared to who?
Jordan averaged 20. That was underperforming for him, right? Because
at that time, that was the best we ever seen, basically.
That's Jordan at 38. That's it. That's Jordan at 38.
No, it ain't.
No, that's not.
No, it ain't.
No,
it's not.
Because you think Jordan's supposed to average 30 every time he steps on the court, and that's
yes.
He
underperforms.
Man. So you saying yourself that Jordan ain't a good basketball player then. That's all you saying.
38 and 40, yes, I'm saying that. What the fuck?
that he wasn't a good basketball player. That what you saying?
Yes, he underperformed.
Oh man.
Okay,
he did, man.
Average 30 points a game today. If you're saying he underperformed. So he's going to be the best scorer in the league today, but back then the players were too good. I don't know what you're saying, Craig. You say he underperformed by averaging 20.
Underperformed under the Wizards because he averaged 20 points. That's not who he was.
But you're saying that today, if he played at that age, he would average over 30.
Well, still be underperforming.
If he underperformed, if he averaged 30. See, that's the problem with you, Jordan.
The
fans.
ass
It just don't make
backwards.
any sense.
Because y'all
don't make any sense.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Your ass backwards, man.
I heard the words that came out the mouth.
Greg, you said Jordan at 23 points per game at 30 years old was an underperformance.
He would still be underperforming if he don't.
But wait, but to use that underperformance means that he can translate that whatever he was doing then to today's game and average 30, which is basically a top 5 scorer in today's league.
About 28, 29. I didn't say 30. I said 28 points. I said 6 extra points.
So he would do what LeBron did. You think he would average 28 points per game like LeBron?
6. He couldn't score 3 more buckets, 6 more free throws in this pace of play.
Oh man, you crazy, man.
20 points per game.
Oh, that's the point. Pace of play does make a point. Yeah.
They scored 130 points a game.
Pace of play do make a difference.
Points extra?
The pace is about eight possessions more per game. So you're saying Jordan's going to get the 3 extra
call him
shots?
a goal hog. You think he's not going to shoot it?
The possessions during that time
So Jordan's going to get. That's what I'm saying. For him to get 3 more shots,
you got to be a smarter scorer.
You would average like 28 shot attempts a game, something like that. So you're just saying that he's going to be shooting almost 30 times a game. Michael Jordan, who could barely run up and down the court, is going to shoot the ball more than everybody in the league.
And mind you, shooting the ball like that while he's shooting 18% from the 3-point land. Literally, Jordan's not going to get a shot. He's not going to get the ball in the paint. They're not going to give it to him. He can't get the ball in the paint. They're going to shut him down. He's not going to be on the court.
So everything
still got to figure out defense.
The style of play, the pace of play, everything can translate. You telling me if Jordan grew up in this 3-point era, he wouldn't learn how to shoot a 3-pointer?
No, we're not.
Did we see Michael Jordan shoot 3-pointers like that? Did we see it? Are we just making up shit again?
No, when did they input the 3-point?
Are we making up shit again?
1980.
1980.
Before Jordan ever played.
He was playing ball before they had a 3-point line.
So now Michael Jordan is about to start shooting 40%.
No,
because he it never happened. We have the damn stats of what he shot. And we just can't say because if he played today, he would play 25 years.
I won't say anything. I won't say anything he would do. What he did, except for the negative stuff.
Your performance is stellar, but we're gonna have to let Ralph save you right now. Ralph. Save the young man, please.
I think one thing he did bring up was pace of play, which is a very valid point because, that was one of the lower paces during that time compared to now. I mean, the pace, them last 2 years was 90 and 91, if I believe. And and the scoring was much lower during that time. So I do believe maybe about 27, 28 between 27, 29, he can definitely average.
How many shots a game he's going to shoot, Ralph? How many shots per game do you think he's going to shoot?
That I don't know.
He shot basically 24. He shot basically 24 in that, that time. So you're saying he's going to shoot 28 to 29. He's going to shoot more than anybody in the league at the later stage of his career and run with these young guys.
I think everybody, but like I was saying, the pace of play, like everybody's adjustments will go up, but I don't think he'll be the highest in the league. I mean, if
he will have to be the highest in the league if he's going to average more points.
Ralph.
If the pace of play was on the same level, everybody's attempts would go up.
Okay,
not just
Ralph.
Jordan's.
Okay, Ralph. The pace of play of 2002 was 90.7, so we're gonna round it to 91 possessions per game. Jordan took 24 shots per game. Today's NBA is less than 100. It's just about 100, so we're gonna say it's 100. So there's a 9 possession difference per game for those two things. Jordan took 24 shots. For Jordan to actually score 2 more or 4 more or 3 more baskets, he would have to take 6 to 7 more shots per game.
Well, if we're talking about you said a 9 possession difference, right?
Yes.
And now his last year, I think he averaged 45%, right?
No. We're talking about 19. We're talking about.
Well, I'm doing the math right now.
No. Yeah, well, and no. At 38,
at 38,
he shot 42%.
42.
Yes.
So if we're doing that in 9, so that's about 4 attempts. I mean, that's about 4 shots he would make.
No,
out of 9 attempts.
He would need 5. He would need 5 attempts, 5 more attempts to get those 2 more baskets to get 4 more points. So he could average 20. That's the average 27. Yes, because he's averaging.
If it's 42 and it's a 9, if it's 9 attempts, if he took 4, I mean, if he made 4,
Ralph, he has to get 6 shots in those 9 possessions. So you're saying that whatever extra
6
possessions,
shots, that's 12 points.
No, he's
not making every shot. He's not shooting 100%.
No, he would get 9 more attempts. He would get 9 more attempts in
the team. The team will.
No,
the team would get 9 more attempts.
Possessions. That means within those 9 possessions, you're saying Jordan is going to get 5 shots.
I just think Michael Jordan is the team. He shoots every damn shot. Like Michael Jordan, he plays with teammates. The dude plays with teammates, y'all.
Jordan's not gonna take some. Mute yourself, please, Wayne.
Everybody's attempts go up 9.
No. The team possessions goes up 9. So I mean, there's gonna be 9 extra possessions, Ralph. That's only 9 extra shots total that the team is gonna get. So you're saying Jordan is going to take 5?
That's not me and Jay.
Wayne, can you mute yourself, Wayne? Somebody's microphone is back in the background. Can you mute everybody, please?
Might be Twin Man.
Twin Man is muted too.
Oh.
Mine is muted, so it can't be mine. I don't know. Well, I don't really hear any background noise.
I think it's Jay. Mute Jay.
Let me see. Can you hear some background noise now?
No.
Yeah, it was Jay. It was Jay.
Oh, okay.
It was Jay.
Okay. But also, I want to say Jordan usage rate is higher than Luka. That's how his usage. That's why Michael Jordan literally got injured and was injured his last year the whole time because he was trying to play at a pace that he could not play. But you're saying at a faster pace, he's gonna do more. Michael Jordan probably wouldn't even play 40 games today.
This is all hypothetical. I mean, we're just going off of that. I don't know.
I mean, no,
you're going on hypothetical, saying he averaged more points a game, more shot attempts a game. You're going off of hypotheticals.
I'm going with your hypothetical. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
We're not saying that.
You're bringing up the hypothetical. I'm just going along with.
We're saying that he's not going to do more. You guys are saying he can, but you're saying we're using the hypotheticals because we're saying that his body broke down.
You brought up a hypothetical, bro.
His body broke down. You brought up a hypothetical.
Yo!
You brought up a hypothetical. What did I say?
Y'all saying.
What did I say?
Y'all saying y'all bringing it up to where if he at 40, I mean what he could have averaged.
Y'all literally just showed a video.
No, I never said what he could have averaged.
We tell you he's not going to average 30. He's not going to.
We said we're not going to average 30 or 40.
I said that too. I said 28, and y'all two miles.
He's not going to average 28. He's not going to average
that.
more than what he averaged when he averaged in 2002. You can say he can average 23, 24.
I think he can average a little more.
Greg said he's going to shoot a higher percentage, and I said we have the facts of him shooting 17%. I said we have the facts of him shooting 17%. So he's not going to shoot better. He shot 41%. He's not going to shoot better. We're not using hypotheticals.
Yeah,
he's not going to do.
As far as the shooting percentage, I'm not arguing that.
Ralph, he took basically about a third, about 30% of his team shots. So even if we give him the 9 more possessions, Jordan's only going to get 3 more shots. He's not going to make 2 of them. He's only going to get 1 more point. So if at best, Jordan's going to be taking 26, 27 shots per game, averaging 25 points per game, and shooting 42%. That's adjusting the pace. That's what we're trying to tell, and that's not disrespecting Jordan, because like Craig said, that's underperforming. I don't know how that's underperforming.
I said, yeah, it's underperforming.
If you're averaging 25 at 38 years old, it's not underperforming.
For his standard. Well, y'all want to use for the age? No, but for his standards, yes.
His standards of 1993, right? His standards of 1993, right? All right, so let Wayne and Quinn get in this because they haven't said anything yet.
Yeah,
so go ahead, Wayne.
Before you go, Wayne, Jay, there's some background noise you have, bro. As soon as your mic comes on, it's really bad. So keep yourself muted for a second, please, and we're gonna let you get a chance to speak. Go ahead, Wayne.
Hey guys,
what's up?
What's going on? What's going on, Craig? You okay, fam? You getting cooked today?
Y'all love these hypotheticals. That's all I. LeBron is a GOAT because of hypotheticals.
Jordan will shoot a higher percentage and score more points.
We didn't create this. We didn't create this hypothetical. We just broke it down. But go ahead, Wade.
The fact that Jordan was taking 21 shots to average 22 points back with his Wizards years in his latter years, it just says even though they had they would. I think Craig says let's adjust the pace so he can average more. That's not going to happen because if his knee was being drained every game, it's going to mess up his injury.
You gonna low manage. He ain't gonna play 82 games.
Exactly, but it doesn't make sense what you're saying. It really doesn't. He cannot perform well at 38 and 39 with this advanced pace, with this increased pace. No, he played 15 years. I did a 5-year increment breakdown, and it was just declining. Everything was declining for Jordan. At this with all the breaks he had, it was just going down. From 98, everything was going from 96. By the time he peaked at 96 in his first in the second repeat, everything was going downhill after that. That's just the reality. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey Ralph.
When he had 30.4 in 96, when he averaged 30.4, the next year was 29.6, the next year was 28.7, and he just kept going down after that.
Hey Ralph,
that's the sad reality.
Hey Ralph, while you're clearing your sinuses, please mute yourself, brother. Please. Go ahead, Wayne. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what LeBron is doing at 38 is really unprecedented. At year 17. Malone and Kareem were at 20 points a game, and they started coming down. At year 17, Brown was doing what he was doing, and from year 8, he went across. He wasn't coming down. He averaged 30 points, he averaged 29 points, and now he's averaging around 25. So I don't know what to tell you, Craig, Ralph, or whoever the Jordan fans in here.
Y'all chewing me down.
Yeah, but I heard people talking about him would average like 30 points and 24 and 25. That ain't happening at 38 with this adjusted pace. That's just not happening.
Oh, he couldn't average it at 38. I agree. I never said he would average. I said 28. Right. I said 28.
No, whoa, hold on. He would average 28 right now if he was playing, if he was at 38 in this adjusted pace.
No, that's John, mute yourself, please.
Got you.
What would he average at year 38 with this adjusted pace?
I think about 27, 28.
Come on, man. That's
Because
ridiculous, bro.
No, it's not ridiculous. Before
Hey,
he got
Ralph,
injured.
that's nasty. That's nasty, Ralph.
He ain't averaging 27.
No, the reason why I say that is because before his injury, he was averaging 25. Now,
he played himself into an injury.
Like
that's an admitted
during that
fact
38,
from him.
What 23 when you adjust the pace and everything, which I'm not saying he's gonna average 30. No, I think maybe about 27. More realistic 27.
That's a stretch. Because remember, he would also be inefficient as well. All his field goal percentage, his points came down. The only thing that probably stayed roughly the same is his rebounds. His assists came down. His steals came down.
Kobe averaged 35 in a very similar pace.
Yeah, no, Ralph. Before the injury in 2001 and 2002 season, Jordan averaged 24 points per game.
24, 25, right?
It was 24 what?
24.3.
24 point.
But he couldn't sustain it.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's all right. You're right. And no, but that's taking 23 shots per game, and that's shooting 40. He's shooting 42% from the field, 19 from 3-point land, and he's shooting 79 from the free throw line. So there's no aspect of you saying, so for him to average that extra 2 points that you want him to average to get that extra basket, he has to take another 2 more shots, and he has to be able to play that. And then mind you, he has to play defense. Because it's not like it was in the 2000s where you can. There's no spacing. He has to run now. He has to run around. And you can't hide him. They're going to go at him. He's going to have to. He's going to have to play defense. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be easy for him. It's not. And you know he wants to go gambling and drinking after the game. He doesn't want to work out.
We're not doing that.
And the athletes we have right now, how is he handling Luka?
I believe
he can't handle Luka. That's stretching it, man.
No, listen, if he's shooting 19%, a lot of teams are not even going to be guarding Jordan. They're going to give him all kind of he's not going to.
How many 3-point attempts was he attempting in 2002?
I think like
about
one.
2.
That's probably he'll probably get more attempts off of 3-pointers, and his points won't change because he'll probably miss those.
He shot one attempt per game, so he'll get more. More.
Yeah, he'll take more.
He's not going to have the basket
more as well with those bad.
He's not going to have the rim. He's not going to have the rim. He doesn't have that step to get past people. He's not. So he's him getting. That's
and
it,
plus,
bro.
it's a longer 3 than he used to, so his arms will get more tired. He won't make them.
So how is he guarding Trae Young from 27 feet
and
out?
his usage rate is as high as Luka. That's why he broke down. But
yeah, he would have a better team, so he wouldn't have to play as much. He would, right?
No, because he picked his team in Washington.
No, Jordan built that team. So yeah, Jordan probably built that team again. So he want to pick everybody on that team. They trade him away when they.
Because from my understanding, he only played because he was the owner. So Jordan would also have to be an owner of a team at 38. So he would have been on the Charlotte Hornets at 38 in 2023.
His best bet would be a 6-man option where he could come in and actually shoot all the shots he wants.
That's what Jerry Stackhouse said, but Jordan didn't want to, that's why he said he hated to play with Jordan, because he'd just throw up anything and didn't care. He didn't care about winning. He just cared about getting 30,000 points.
Exactly. Passing Wilt Chamberlain. That's why I was going to tell you, he wanted to get past Wilt Chamberlain, Craig. When you said he had no reason to go to Washington, he wanted to get 30,000, 31,000, and he had 2 more All-Star selections.
And that's the only thing he accomplished was score more points, grab more rebounds,
and 2 more All-Stars, and 2 more All-Stars, and 2 more All-Stars. Didn't he win an All-Star MVP in 2002?
Hell no.
No, he didn't.
No. He actually had to beg Vince Carter to actually let him start because Jordan shouldn't have been in an All-Star game.
No, he did not beg no Vince Carter. We're not doing that. Vince Carter gave up his spot.
He was forced to give up his spot. He was forced. He was pressured to give it up.
Like
Vince Carter gave it up.
He was pressured.
5 minutes before he started in the All-Star game. He had to give it up because he was getting pressured by the NBA. And Michael Jordan shouldn't even been in that All-Star game.
And the fans, all the fans. Yeah.
Vince said, "What happened to my fans are all the fans who wanted to see me play, right? Yeah. So how should I disrespect them now?"
He said
in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's basically what he was saying, because I'm a Vince Carter fan. He was my favorite player at that time, And he didn't want to give it up. He stated multiple times, like he was voted in the All-Star game for a reason.
Right.
But he was forced to give it up to Jordan.
Because he's a Jordan fan too. Twin Man, let's let Twin Man in. Twin Man's been patient. Let's let Twin Man in.
What up, Twin Man? Because that's not what.
That's not what happened. He didn't give it up. Or he just gave it up because he wanted Michael Jordan to start.
From what they reported, it was reported that Jordan told him no, and he was like, "No, this is your last All-Star game. I'm going to do this for you because I got plenty more All-Star games to start in."
Who said that? Stephen A. Smith?
No,
he
said, "I'm not going to be the reason why you don't start your last All-Star game. You're going to play like y'all not going to put this on me. If y'all putting this on me, I have to sit down because everybody was wondering why Jordan doesn't start. Who's going to start?
People ain't voting.
Who's going to start over? Who's Jordan supposed to start over? If
I didn't vote for Jordan to start.
It has to be Vince Carter. So Vince Carter said, "Listen, y'all not going to put this on me and make me seem like I'm being selfish. I'm going to sit back because I got the death threats. I got it. I seen it coming. I'm a North Carolina dude. I got to go back to North Carolina. I can't be doing this to Jordan." You know, that's what I mean, Ralph. You've heard more crazier narratives on your live than you hearing today, my friend. So. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Let's go ahead. Let Twin Man in here.
Let Twin Man. Now, you ready? You ready, Ralph? Some real narratives. Come on, Twin Man. Bring it for us, Twin Man. What up, brother? Bring it, Twin Man.
So, what's up?
This is gonna be funny.
So every time I hear this notion that Jordan at 38 would average 30 in today's NBA, I kind of laugh because they're acting like we don't have great scorers in the league today, that they don't build defensive schemes for to try to keep them under 30 points a game. And so it's like, and they're more athletic than Jordan. They're more skilled than Jordan at 38. That's what I'm sitting here saying. So Joel Embiid, they have to build an entire scheme to stop Joel Embiid from getting his average from scoring 30 points. But Michael Jordan, he's just going to come down and just at 38, not as athletic as these young dudes now, and just put up 38 because these people think that the league is weak now. It's ridiculous. Like Jordan's field goal percentage was what, 45? It was what, either low or mid 40s. He's gonna have to shoot. You're gonna have to be efficient at shooting threes, and he's gonna have to play a lot of minutes. He's at 38. We already know his knees was bad. All three of those things aren't gonna happen. So I'd give Jordan maybe 25, maybe, and that's being kind. I think he would give you about.
At best, 25. Yes,
I think he might. I think at best 25, or at worst he'll do what he did, which was 20 points. So to sit here and think Jordan's going to come in the league and put up 30. There's people saying he put up 40 at 38. No, like the nostalgia needs to stop. It's ridiculous. This is a 3-point shooting league. That was Jordan's biggest weakness. Now all of a sudden he's just going to be Steph Curry, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. Stop it. Like, we just need to stop it. Like, Jordan was great, but he's not coming in today's league with these more athletic young boys and putting up 30 points a game. He's not at 38. He's not.
Nah, not 30 points a game. Not at 38. Not at 38.
No, like I said, at best 25 points per game, and that's being objective based on what we see here. If you guys look at the graph, this is what Michael Jordan did at 38 years old. Even if we want to take it to what he did in Washington in general, both years put together, he played 142 games. He averaged 21.2 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, shooting 43% from the field, 24 from three-point land, and 80% from the free throw line. And he shot 20 shots per game.
Unless the referees are blowing the whistle like they was in the 90s for him.
No. This is adding all of the Washington years together.
Oh, all of it. All right.
What I just said is all the Washington years together. What you see on our graph is just Jordan at 38.
Jordan would have to shoot probably like 20 free throws a game to help him get to that 30 points a game.
Yeah, I let me hold on. Give me a second here. Jordan
more than 49 games.
No, at 38. Let me give me a second here. Jordan turned 39 though in the middle of that season. So he played 49 games at 38 years old in that Washington season. So all what we're showing you guys now is before his knee got hurt. So he got hurt after his 53rd game. So and he was 39 then. He had just turned 39. Jordan's birthday's in February. So his 49th game before he turned 39 was against the Phoenix Suns on February 15th, 2002.
You got any 50-point games at 38?
He got a 41-point game against Phoenix. He got another 40-point game. He went back to back. He had 40 against Cleveland and then 41 against Phoenix. Then he had 45. He went back to back, 51 and 45. He had 51 against the Hornets and 45 against the Nets. And let me see if he had anything. And he had 44 against Utah. So those were all. And in general, for that season, Michael Jordan had 15. No, wait, let me say points game. He had 4 games where he scored over 40 points. He had 1 game he scored 50, and he had 11 games where he scored over 30.
Yeah, I'm looking at a couple of things. The 24 field goal attempts to average 25 points, and the 42% shooting, and the 3-point shooting is down at 17%. I don't know how he's surviving in this league.
Yeah, it would be hard. That's why I said at best is 25 points per game. Say, well, I don't know. Oh, you looking at that? Yeah, that's the difference between LeBron, and that's adding last night's game. LeBron's team lost last night, so y'all can go ahead. How many
points did you put up there?
That's 20.
It was 24.8 before.
24.8.
The points per game.
24.
Yeah, it's 24.8. Where you said 24 at?
It was on that last graph that you just had. You had 24, and it was 24.8.
Yeah, so it's 24.8, and it's 20. I think you probably saw field goal attempts because it's 23.9 field goal attempts.
I rounded it up to 24 field goal attempts to 25 points.
And he averaged 24.8.
Yeah.
Not 24.
Yeah, 24.8. At 40. Yeah, no, that's at 49. Yeah, we were talking about for the season he averaged 24, Ralph.
Well, I
mean, the season he averaged 23 for the season.
Yeah, for the season, Jordan averaged 24. That includes a 39-year-old. So we didn't. This right here, what you're seeing right now.
No, I did it right up to he played for his 49th game on February 15th, which is still before his birthday because his birthday is on the 17th. So when you do that, it's 24.8.
Oh no, my bad. You got to count the 18th. Washington versus Houston.
That's after his birthday.
That was after his birthday. It's right. It's 24.8. It's 24.8.
That's what Brandon has on the graph.
Yeah.
No, it said 24, right?
Well, no, it says
where?
No.
That
23.9 field goal attempts and 24.8 points per game.
Yeah, it says 20.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, it says 20. It says 20.
Oh,
it says
shit.
20. Yeah.
I was looking at the attempts. My bad.
The field goal attempts.
Yeah. That's the field goal attempt. So that's what we're trying to say. So for Jordan to get those extra basket, he has to take at least 2 more shots in the adjusted pace. But again, still, 25 points per game is what we're giving him. I mean, that's what he was averaging then. That's what he'll probably average now. That's as much as we can go.
Take a lot of
with
shots.
With the adjusted pace, you say he'll get 2 more attempts or 3?
I said he would have to. So if they gave him 9, if they gave him 9 more possessions, he would take 3 more shots. He would probably make 1 to 2 of them. So he would probably get to 25. 27, like you said, to 28.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He'll probably miss both of them most likely because he didn't shoot a high percentage.
Nah, we not. See,
most likely.
Even if he hit 1, that'll still put him at 26.8.
So this is my thing. How many minutes a game is Jordan going to be actually able to play? Like LeBron, this is what I'm sitting here saying. Like, we're looking at LeBron now. He's still able to put up 38-minute games. Is Jordan going to be able to hold up and do that? That's what I'm saying.
No, it'll be more possessions within the minute.
Jordan averaged 36.8 minutes.
I'm talking about at this pace now, though.
No, but even though that.
So you can't see I think Jordan can. Y'all take
35. I give Jordan. I give him 35. I give him 35.
But won't take the numbers and say he could probably.
It'll be more possessions.
Minutes. So you say
it'll be more.
No, it'll be more possessions within the minutes, Ralph. It's not gonna be more
exactly.
Minutes. It'll be more minutes. I still say he'll average about 35, 36 minutes. It's 36.8. So he averaged 37 minutes. I would say at the pace of today's game, he would have to exert himself a little bit more. I give him 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he's Mike. He's Mike. He's a
So
brother.
you'll give him 35.
Yeah, I'm bringing him off the bench
Even
for
though
30
he
minutes
played
again.
36 minutes. You'll give him
35 minutes at 38 is not bad. LeBron played what, 36 minutes, 37 minutes as well. He's not LeBron's level. He's not gonna be doing what the GOAT does.
That's oxy. You can't. How is he gonna be doing what the GOAT was if he's already a GOAT? He's whatever he does is what the GOAT does.
Well, you know what? In 2002, you're right. He was the GOAT then. He definitely ain't the GOAT now. He definitely ain't the GOAT now.
Dude knew LeBron was coming into the league the next year. The guy retired right away.
You know the thing is, there's no one shooting as many shots as Michael Jordan is today still. So
because no one's as Michael Jordan.
The game is. You said what? The game has changed so much to more of a team ball. Like what I know Jay said earlier, how you have to win as a team. We've seen Golden State. We've seen Denver. Like, they have a main scorer, but they work as a team. Like, ball-dominant players, it's kind of hard to win today.
Yeah,
you could even see back then. Yeah, you can see back then Jordan plus and minus was not that good because he took a lot of shots. And his usage rate was higher than Luka is today. And Luka has the ball all the time. Like, Jordan usage rate, field goal attempts, like, he would be –
wait a minute.
it would be absurd if Michael Jordan played today and this was his stats. He would be the most inefficient player in the NBA. But we're saying that he's going to be just as inefficient and average more points today. Like, that's the funny thing about it. Like, we're not even looking at the stats. We're not even going to look at the stats today. We're just going to do hypotheticals like he's going to do this. He's not. No, Michael Jordan, it will be less today because he has to run up and down the court. Even if it was the same right now, he would be one of the worst players to ever step foot on the court today. Look at these stats.
B-League, in the video you showed, they said Mike's is going to come down, get in the post, like they not going to double team him if he gets cooking.
Pump fake and get on free throw line.
They just going to let him play one-on-one like they did in the 90s. Stop it. That's what I'm saying. The nostalgia to stop. Like, they're not gonna just sit down there and let you just post up every time they get the ball and just shoot a foot away. They just not gonna do it.
Bro, to be honest, hold on, Giant. To be honest, if it was this person, this Michael Jordan, they might because he was so inefficient.
Let's let John speak. John has been very patient. What up, King John? Thanks for joining the panel, brother. Goat James Kingdom member. What's good, brother? What's good, brother? Go ahead and let him hear because you know I'm right. Ralph be letting people in his live say all kind of crazy narratives, and he's mad at us because we're being objective about Michael Jordan.
No, I checked them too in my lives.
You had to get yelled at. They told Ralph to yell at somebody the other day.
I was on Ralph's live. Yeah, they told Ralph to yell at him.
Go ahead, John.
Because he was cutting him off. Yeah, I yelled at Clutch.
In my eyes, actually, the pace of play actually hurts Jordan. In this era,
that's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying.
In this era, defense is switching defenses, so you can't hide Jordan today like you could in 2001, 2002. I actually think you can hide Jordan in 2001, 2002. In this era, everything is switching, so Jordan will have to play defense, and people will want to go at Jordan. And I think his points, I don't think he go up or down. I think it stay about the same. Actually, I think his field goal percentage go down because I think he attempt more shots. Just knowing Jordan, he trying to score, he going to attempt more shots. I don't think his average go up or down. I mean, just looking at this era, I mean, players are just as athletic as Jordan, if not more. There's more skilled players today. This is a social media era, so people want to embarrass Jordan. I mean,
exactly.
I mean, people not looking at the game and looking at it for real.
That was a great point. That was a great point. Yeah, social media. That means every play will be broken down. We can literally see how Jordan got broke down, why Jordan wasn't at his spot, why is Jordan resting, why does he look tired, why is his hands on his hips like right there?
Why did Rick Hamilton push him into the guy to defend a 3-point shot?
Exactly. See it.
He would break Jordan games down today.
We would have seen that.
Look at the talk shows breaking Jordan games down.
I really want to know which player is these stats that Michael Jordan have. Like, what player? Like, these are pretty bad stats, to be honest with you. But what player today can we say this is Michael Jordan?
Okay, hold on. We can do that. Hold on, wait. I can find that for you. Let's go find somebody. So we're looking at somebody.
What player is this inefficient with this highest usage rate today? There's not one. There's not a player this bad in the NBA today.
Okay, somebody that shot as bad
Zach
as
LaVine.
Hold on, wait. No, somebody that shot as bad as Michael Jordan at 41.6%. But had 22 points per game last year, and he shot 34% from the 3-point land. That's Jalen Green from Houston. So
a teenager, damn near teenager.
All right, now somebody that averaged 24.8 was Zach LaVine.
See, I said Zach LaVine.
He took 18 shots per game, but he shot 48% from the field, and he shot 37.5 from the 3-point land, and he shoot 84% from the free throw line, 85% basically.
There's not a player who played this bad. There's not a player this bad in the NBA today.
Now there's no player that took 23 shots per game. The most shots per game was Luka at 22 shots per game, which he averaged 32 points per game. But Luka shot 34% from the from 3-point and 49.5 from the field, taking 22 shots per game. Had the highest usage rate. So are you saying Jordan will? Because see, Jordan's not going to be dribbling like Luka.
Shot though.
No, that's true. He shot 8. He shot 8. No, I got you, Rob. But Luka dribbles a lot. Jordan's not going to be dribbling. So Jordan's usage rate comes from them getting the ball in the post. So that means we got to find a player that's in the post.
There's just a lot of wasted possessions. That's all it is. You see, it's plus and minus. It's terrible. There's not a player this bad in the NBA today. There's not. This is an awful NBA player.
Kobe average at 38.
Okay, now wait. Now Jordan's homeboy, Terry Rozier, last year averaged 21 points per game, shooting 41.5% from the field, 33% from the 3-point land, and 81% from the free throw. But he took 19 shots per game to average 21, shooting 41%, close to 42 what Jordan was shooting. And he took
Kobe average at 38.
Huh?
What did Kobe average at 38? Because I mean,
Kobe wasn't in the league at 38, but he played his last game was 37.
37, okay.
Oh, so Kobe didn't play at 38? Now hold on.
37 when he retired.
Now Kareem played at 38 years old, and he averaged 23.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, but he shot 56% from the field, only taking 17 shots per game. And he shot 76% from the free throw line. So, and he played 33 minutes per game, and that's Kareem at 38 years old. He's played a whole season, and that was the 86 season.
Hey, Brandon, what did he average at 37? Kobe.
Wasn't like 17, 18,
I thought it was
like
like 17 points.
Yeah.
17 and change.
That sounds like what Jordan would be doing at 38.
And like 36% shooting.
So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah. So check me out. Yesterday, right? I was over there with Lamont over there at FYF, right? And they talked about the all-time clutchness of players. Of course, LeBron's number one because he's number one in every category. And this is exactly what happens when stuff like this comes out. We have to twist ourselves into knots. Again, we saw Jordan at with the Wizards. We saw what he was. It's not like he was terrible, but he wasn't 91 Jordan. You see what I'm saying?
Not
we
the eye test.
We have to live off the nostalgia of the man's greatness when he was at the pinnacle of his powers to make it seem like, oh yeah, at age 40 in today's NBA, and the narrative that it's so soft that he would come in here and score 30. I don't think the yesteryear's NBA players understand how hard it is to average 30 points in today's NBA. Joel Embiid did it, and he was getting double teamed all the time. Joker did it, getting double teamed all the time. They did the same thing to Giannis. Wow. They had to constantly evolve their game to be able to average 30 points. Unless you're a knockdown 3-point shooter like Steph, like some of the great 3-point shooters of today, you're not averaging 30 points. That's what I'm saying. Like,
look at the key word. You said evolve.
Hold on.
You telling me if Jordan grew up in this 3-point era, he wouldn't evolve into a 3-point shooter?
No, because he was never a good 3-point shooter.
No, he wouldn't. Wait, to bring context, let's bring some real context because you guys mentioned Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant at 37 years old did average 17.6 points per game, but he shot 36% from the field. He needed
Johnny,
7.
that's what I said. I think Jordan field goal percentage will actually go down.
Jordan,
that's what I said.
and mind you, that is actually the closest replica we would have to Michael Jordan at 38 years old.
That was my point. That look at Kobe and then you would see Jordan.
Yeah, and the 2016 NBA is not as good as the NBA of today.
Correct.
And that was with Kobe actually playing through. We had Michael taking
Rob,
like 4.5 seasons off.
Are you going to be Rob? Kobe played 66 games.
Kobe.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Kobe throughout his whole career, he was under league average from shooting, like from his field goal percentage. Like, I mean, you can get close to what you're saying about Jordan, but it wouldn't have been that.
No. Rob, I agree. Rob, I agree. Jordan is not going to shoot 36%. I agree with you. I gave you the 42, but I'm just giving you an example to show you, like, damn, even Kobe, with all the skill sets that Kobe had at 37 in a least competitive league, he was shooting that bad, and for him to get 17 points, he had to shoot a lot more. So imagine for Jordan to get 28 points, how many shots he would have to take in today's NBA.
That's why I said 27.
Kobe was playing with
Ralph shaved a little bit off. Ralph said he cut the ponytail from Coming to America and said that'd be $8. That'd be $8.
Yeah, it'll be 27.
I
mean, like from
what more than 24 points. I don't think Jordan will average more than 24 points. I mean, even with the extra possession. That's once again, I think
we would never know.
We saw what we saw. I mean,
yeah, we definitely would never know. But I know that Michael Jordan's probably the worst NBA player we could probably see. He was pretty terrible.
I know in GOAT debate, people don't even want to talk about Washington at all.
Yeah, they say that, that's nasty to bring up Washington. Right, Ralph? That's nasty bringing up Washington because he was horrible.
I'll talk about Washington. I always say that. I'll talk about Washington.
I mean, they actually
Ralph live on TikTok.
I mean, that was terrible. Michael Jordan, like the more I look into it, that's the worst NBA player I see.
What you said, John?
I said they be going on your live on TikTok.
Well, I always say, and you be in the comments, I always say, yeah, I count as Wizards years. I do.
Yeah, no, Ralph is one of the most objective. Again, as you can see, the most objective MJ fans, the reason I say MJ fans, again, mind you, is because you guys have MJ as the GOAT, are on our panel. They show up. Guys like everybody else, they're safe in the comments. They're really safe in the comments.
Yeah, because Liddy won't come up for nothing.
Travis, you've been very patient, Travis. You've been very patient. Have we established that Michael Jordan is not great at 38 years old? And obviously LeBron at 38 is something we've all never seen.
Oh, of course. I mean, I don't think that any rational fan's going to be like, oh, Mike was great at 38 through 40. I mean, that's just not the case. I mean, we have the stats. We've been talking about it for the last half hour, man. Like, and yeah, I mean, again, LeBron, relatively speaking, like, again, he's the most consistent player even into this age that we've ever seen. Right now, on minutes restriction, he's averaging like 24, 8 and 6 or something like that on like decent splits. So it's like, no, I mean, if we're taking those years, I don't think anyone's going to argue that Jordan would have been some force at that age in today's league, especially compared to the leaders that we're seeing right now. I mean, and that's not really anything that I'd ever die on a hill about. So.
Yeah, we'll never know.
The thing is, it's like no knock on Jordan, how he played from 38 to 40. That's the problem. Yeah. There's no knock on it, but there's a knock on LeBron. I mean, there's no knock for it. Like, it don't even really count. It don't really count. They bring up all of LeBron negative things, but when they talk about LeBron, they bring up every negative thing about LeBron. There's never nothing negative about Jordan.
No. Wizards years count. And
who bring those up?
It count.
Me?
It count because he wouldn't have been 30,000 points if he never.
The media does not bring it up. The media says it does not count. And that's what everyone listens to is the media.
Jordan fans,
the media.
I don't.
I listen to the NBA. The NBA counts it. I listen to all the articles in the NBA. I go straight to the employee's mouth.
There's always the caveat with Washington years.
Was it great for being 38? Like, if you're saying that, was it great that he showed up and he was able to play the game and still average 20 points per game? Yeah, but was it? Did he play great? No, it wasn't. It wasn't great like to that expect. The idea of somebody being 38 at that time playing was still what? It was still Kareem. We didn't have the notion of players playing 20 years or whatever. It took Jordan 20 years to play 15, but hey, we're not going to discuss that. But
LeBron at 38, LeBron at 38 losing the Western Conference Finals.
At the end of the day,
you see, now y'all bringing up the playoffs. You see, there we go. Soon as somebody mentions something, oh, he only did this amount of time. You see,
no, I'm just saying.
At 38, Jordan was LeBron was the West. He's bringing up the team.
Objectively,
like we can't bring up facts.
No,
if we bring up facts, like that's the only fact.
We can't bring up the playoffs. We can't bring up what LeBron did in the playoffs.
We
talk about Jordan and Washington.
And this is why, this is why LeBron's greatness is so much and so important to talk about, because LeBron is changing how we think about players being old.
No, Tom Brady did that.
So no, they changed rules for Tom Brady to stay in the league.
They
did.
They changed rules for Tom Brady to play.
That's fact.
Thank you.
That's fact.
Thank you.
Still to this day, people complain about the rules.
I did.
We all know that. We all know that. But we're not.
Absolutely, the rules changed how Tom Brady play as long as he did.
But listen, at the end of the day, LeBron, people expect Stephen Curry to still be great at 35. Kevin Durant at 35. They want them to play another 3-4 years. There's nobody's doubting that we're already expecting it. That's what y'all love too. Y'all love expectations. LeBron has changed that narrative. That's why it was great when Jordan did it, because nobody was trying to play at 38, 40 years old. Now you're gonna have to. If you want to be great, you have to now. You're gonna have to do that.
They can't just reach 27,000 points.
Yep. And they just celebrated Tatum having 10,000 points.
Yeah, because they was talking about how KD did it in these amount of games, 27,000 points. I said, why are we still talking about 27,000 points? The great scores. It starts at 30,000 points. It literally starts at 30,000 points.
I think he did it in least amount of games.
It's a milestone. It's a milestone that he should be acknowledged, but
he did it in the 4 fastest games to do it. He did it in the 4 fastest games to do it. So, again,
this is like 2.5 seasons due to injury.
Yeah, and that's why he's going to always be considered a great scorer, because eventually he's going to reach 30,000 points, but he's going to need like y'all say, the quote-unquote longevity to do it. He's going to have to play the 17 seasons to do it.
This is the 17th season, ain't it?
Yeah, this is the 17th season.
Nah, it's his 15th season. He was drafted 2008, 2007, 2008, 2008, right?
Did he get it 2007?
2007, I think he was drafted.
Durant?
Yeah, Durant. This is like 15 seasons.
2007.
Yeah,
I think it was 2007.
Yeah, so
he came in the league same time as Curry, because this is Curry's 15th year.
No,
he came in 2009.
He came in before Curry.
So he's in his 16th year.
This is his 15th year, I believe. I believe this is his 15th year.
No, I think he has 16 years. Kevin Durant's played 16 years.
I think this is 16.
Yeah.
This is 16th year, okay.
Kevin Durant's still balling too right now.
Yeah, but people are still expecting him to do this for another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
injury history says something.
It's just at some point it's just super dependent on. I mean, yeah, taking care of your body, but some of these players have just been so fortunate as to avoid major injury, especially with the usage rate. And like, obviously, you don't wish an injury on them, but you're almost just waiting for it at some point. LeBron, fantastic athlete, is probably a role model of how, like, what to put in your body, what not to, and discipline. But again, same story with him. He only missed significant time due to injury in 2019 when he first came to the Lakers, and that's really it. I mean, Durant missed all of last year almost with
he had an Achilles injury. KD.
Yeah. Well, and he came back and he's doing well today.
Since KD has been back from his Achilles, he's never played more than 55 games. He's only played once over.
Y'all talk about Anthony Davis. What's wrong with y'all?
And I told y'all he was in a top 10 player, but people still
I said it too. Y'all threw me ahead off.
Yeah, no, they threw me off.
Kawhi Leonard, I don't even know why they. I mean, I don't know.
But the problem is, Kevin Durant was drafted in 2007, but he missed all of 2020, so he only has 15 seasons played, although it's been 16 years. So this is. Did you guys
see the video of the beard arriving in the Clippers locker room?
Yeah.
Terrence Mann is like, I don't know why you here.
That was amazing.
No, yeah.
I thought they were gonna box, man.
He might ask for a trade.
Yeah.
They asked for a trade.
Then he said he was the system.
He was on the
He's not
phone with his
part of the
agent at the
system.
same. He was telling his
He
agent at
was
the
the
same time,
system.
"Send me out of here."
Trade me.
Yeah, Terrence Mann's like, yeah, get this bum out of here.
But I know what I give Harden credit for. He didn't say I'm the system, meaning I do whatever I want to do on the basketball court. He meaning the system is built around me. I have the skill set to where you built the system around me. I'm not some dude that you just say do this, and it's true. He is a again. Harden is still
That's
one of
not
the great
true.
players in the game. That is
He paid
true.
in that Tony.
Well, he had to. If you're playing with the MVP, it's different. You're playing with the MVP. You have to adjust your game. You're not going to adjust your game around James Harden, and we've seen what he done in the past. You have to adjust your game to play with Embiid.
No, I know that, but I think the way he felt was like because they blame him. They don't blame Embiid. They blame him for why
Embiid is the
Philadelphia
problem.
didn't.
He got Simmons and
You see what I'm
Harden.
saying? I listen to these TikTok lives. Ralph
I
knows
actually
this.
think he is a system player.
They blame him for Philadelphia's failures, not the MVP. So it's like, well, wait a minute. If then I should be the system. Then if you're blaming me for us losing when I'm the assist leader, I made your man the MVP. Let's see how good he looked without me this year. They look good this year without him so far, but we'll see. Again, there's bad coaching out there, bro. There's coaches out there that are just bad coaches, bro. They just don't know how to coach certain players. That's just
Who is that fifth person on the Clippers who's gonna be on the floor when all four of them on the floor at the same time?
No, I don't think all four of them.
The Clippers are gonna know they have to put him on the floor. You can't put Westbrook on the bench.
You're gonna have to put all four of them on.
You can't send Westbrook to the bench after what he just did.
Zubac.
I don't think all four gonna be on the bench.
Yeah, I think that'd be a terrible lineup if you did Zubac.
You have to.
It's going to be terrible, but that's the team they got.
That Houston team, that small Houston team. I think they're gonna do that.
You can't. So John, you think
who's coming off the bench?
So I'm saying it's got to be Westbrook. You're telling me they're going to send Westbrook back to the bench. You think Westbrook?
No, I think Westbrook. I said at some point all four of them are gonna be on the floor in the fourth quarter.
For one
I
game,
want to know who
Kawhi
that
is
man
30 games.
No. All four of them not going to be on the court because then now you got James Harden and Westbrook, which are both ball dominant players. That's going to clash. All four of them not going to be on the court at the end of the game.
So you're going to have a problem with somebody.
I believe Westbrook is getting traded at the trading deadline because I don't know how this is going to work out for Westbrook, and they gave up too much for Harden to trade him. So Westbrook's going to have to get traded.
Well, I think that Westbrook signed.
Can we get him? Can I?
No.
And keep Tyler Hero. I don't want to trade Tyler Hero. Nobody wants Tyler Hero, so I can keep my boy Tyler.
They're not giving up Westbrook.
Tyler Hero.
Trust me. If Westbrook is not playing like he was before, he's going to pout. And he's not making enough money. He's not making enough money that you say we can't trade him. Like he's not making as much, so he can get traded.
Westbrook's not going to get traded for the fact that he's not going to run that
million no more.
He's not coming off the bench.
He's not going to be happy running
second unit. He's not coming off the bench.
He's not going to be happy. That's the problem. He
not
wasn't
for
happy.
Harden. Not for someone like Harden. You're going to put me on the bench after I've been a good guy, a professional. For this guy?
Listen, we get a
they brought in Harden because they can't guarantee that the two initial stars going to be healthy throughout the season.
Yeah, that's what
so Harden is a good compromise. Good. Paul George is going to be hurt. Kawhi is going to be hurt, and Harden is going to come and keep the offense popping. It's just a matter of how they're going to play.
I don't think he's going to be hurt.
Nobody's going to be on the contract after this year. So, like Brandon said, they're probably going to have to make some moves to ensure their future.
Yeah, with the veterans.
Right.
2027.
They might get Paul George and or Kawhi up out of there.
They're definitely going to keep them over Westbrook. They're going to move Terrence Mann to the 2, and they're just going to have to get rid of Westbrook. That's just what they're going to have to do.
Well, everybody else is two types of veterans.
They still got Power. They traded Power. They traded Powell.
No, he's still there.
There's no reason to trade Powell. There's no reason to trade Powell. He's gonna come in. Yeah, he's gonna come in and do what he's doing.
I would say you can put him at the 2 instead of Terrence Mann, but either way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Terrence Mann will play the 2.
Westbrook to come off the bench, and he's gonna have.
Yeah, they're gonna ask him. He's not gonna like it. He's not gonna like it.
He's not gonna like it. Y'all gonna have a problem for sure. It's over.
I think he's gonna come off the bench and run that second unit. That second unit.
Westbrook can. He definitely can. He definitely can. That's the problem. He can, but he's not going to want to.
It was the Lakers asked him to come off the bench, but he gonna come to the Clippers and start. But now we're gonna ask him to come off the bench again, so he's gonna be a problem again.
Yeah, and for who?
Yeah.
You're doing it for Harden. Why are we doing
Exactly.
this for Harden? I didn't. You know, nah.
Because we gave up 4 picks for him. That's why.
Yeah, like they're not trading Harden. They're not trading Harden.
And 4 picks said we gonna have to sign him after this year.
You gonna get involved. Come on, Dr.
You can't give away your picks and trade Harden. You can't give away your picks and trade Harden.
Dude, I don't even know how they got that. I don't even know how they got that for Harden. It's crazy they got a lot.
Yeah, that was a highway robbery.
That was they got fleeced big time.
Who?
Big time
Gonna sell a team by
Who
the
got
time
fleeced?
this is up.
The Clippers.
Clippers did not get fleeced. They get rid of nothing. Those picks are not worth anything because they're in the 20s and they gave up Marcus Morris and Covington.
Well,
that ain't nothing.
When is the next time the Clippers even own a first round pick?
No, and Batum. And they gave up Batum.
27.
And they gave up Batum too. They gave up Batum. They gave up a load of picks.
Batum was old.
He was an all right rotation.
No, but you gave up the rotation.
It's not 27 because
You
they
gave up
are
the rotation. You gave up the rotation and added
picks from
Tucker.
the OKC.
You added Tucker and Harden, 2 guys that bricked throughout the playoffs.
Yeah. And they're not going to be
a very good defender, and he can shoot from the corner 3. Then you got Harden, that's a playmaker. Compared to the players that they get rid of, no.
Well,
the
nobody
Clippers won that.
But nobody wanted Harden. That's the whole point. You gave up a lot for somebody that nobody.
You gave
wanted.
up depth. You gave up picks
for somebody that nobody
They
wanted.
did that, so they wouldn't.
Let's look at this.
Man.
All right.
They was
Let's
looking.
look at
The Sixers wanted Terrence Mann, and Clippers was like, hell no, we'll give you all of this.
Wow.
Just to keep
I don't know.
That was
I don't know
Let's
why
look at
you ain't going to even
that really
play
wasn't
Terrence
for Harden.
Mann.
That was to keep Terrence Mann.
Let's look at it like this. Like Paul George and Kawhi, they both can play off ball. You got a player in Harden that plays on ball that's a very good facilitator and can actually run your offense. To where you got those 2 players, and on top of that, when it comes down to crunch time, you got a Kawhi that can close out games. You got a Paul George that can actually somewhat close out games as well. It's not a lot of pressure on Harden to close out games to where we actually slander him about. So that
Ralph,
pressure's off of him.
Ralph, I agree with everything you said. Now, where Westbrook fit in any of that?
That's what we're talking about. Westbrook, right?
Westbrook. What his role is going to have to be is he's going to have to be that 6th man. He's going to have to be the lead man off the bench, and that's just the role he's going to have to play with this type of team.
That's not going to work.
At some point in time, it's going to come down to the economics of it.
Get traded.
And he's going to let everybody know it's a problem.
Harden looking for a contract, PG and Kawhi looking for contracts as well. So how is it going to play out?
Oh,
it doesn't matter because it's still going to be Boston and Denver.
And Westbrook looking for a contract too.
Who threw shots out there? That was you, Travis?
Yeah, Boston. Boston is going to represent the East.
It's what I said. Boston, if they're healthy, no one's going to touch them. And they're healthy right now, and they're leading. They're leading.
Looking crazy.
They're leading in scoring, and they're like 5 on defense.
Hold on. Did you
who was saying that the Bucks going to be in the finals? Who was saying that?
No, nobody's saying that.
Gonna be in the finals.
I think Ralph said that.
I think y'all was saying the Bucks. I was like, no, Boston has the better team. Like,
if Milwaukee
is going to ruin their chemistry.
If Milwaukee and Boston come together, I got Boston for the finals.
You know, I've kind of noticed this.
Are y'all even watching Boston?
I got the Bucks.
No. I've kind of.
I got Boston over Milwaukee every day.
I've kind of noticed this thing about Damian Lillard. All of a sudden, certain people are starting to doubt Damian Lillard. Like some people are starting to think that he's not, like Brandon said, like he's going to mess up the chemistry. So you don't think they'll be able to build enough chemistry by the playoffs, Brandon, and make a run for the finals?
I think they're gonna build it offensively, but the reason that the Boston is better because they just added a defensive piece.
Yep.
To replace a defensive piece. So they're not really changing.
Porzingis is balling on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, I haven't noticed that.
He's really good too.
He's a defensive stopper.
He's balling.
Yeah, they're fifth in the league in points allowed right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's because they haven't faced Tyler Hero yet.
It's true.
Well, we're gonna ignore that notion. I'm gonna tell you why I got the Bucks.
He's an outlier though.
Yeah, Ralph. Why you got the Bucks?
I mean, I do think like when we're looking at the starting lineups, it's very, very, very close. What separates it for me is the bench.
Lineups.
The bench. I think the Bucks have a better bench when you add campaign, when you add Bobby Portis, when you add all those other pieces as well. I think they do have a deeper and better bench because when you look over, I think they got Al Horford off the bench right now, right? And where we go after that?
The starting lineups. I think Boston.
No, Derek White. He's in the starting lineup.
I love that guy. He's a good piece.
But like I said, after Al Horford, where do we go from with the bench of Boston?
Oh no, that dude, what's it called? Hauser's been balling. Who's the other dude? Is it Hauser? Who?
They haven't been going. Boston just been beating teams so bad they put in
beating them so bad.
when they faced them in a 7-game series, that bench, I don't have confidence in them.
Right, but remember these guys are young from Boston, so they're good. They got the minutes.
And also, the Bucks is almost the Bucks got they had to change their team around for Dame. They have a new coach. Boston stayed the same, just switch out defensive pieces, and then they added Porzingis as a rim protector and a spot up shooter. Really,
they got a better defense.
But on the boards, they're gonna get killed.
Boston,
that type of lineup they got. They're going to get killed on the boards. Giannis going to have a field day.
Who's going to kill him on the board?
Giannis going to have a field day.
Who's going to kill him on the board?
Because Porzingis is not a good rebounder. Now, he's a good rim protector, but he's not a good rebounder.
Yeah. How do you rebound made shots? How do you
eat those rebounds?
How do you rebound made shots? Like after they go through the net, you go up and say, we take it out of bounds?
What? Say that again?
How do you rebound made shots?
You don't.
Yeah, you don't.
They can play defense. What are you talking about?
They're not as good as they were. That's what we're saying.
Like Boston got 4.
That's not as Plus, Bucks not as good as defense as they were.
First, the offense going. I think after a while, what's going to happen? Like we see Dame what he's doing, but in the playoffs, I think especially it depends on which team you face, which lineup you're facing. Is either Dame will take the lead or it's going to be Giannis. Like against Boston, I see that it could be Giannis taking the lead because he has the bigger mismatch, and they're going to start trying to clamp down on him to where that's when Dame is going to come into play because he's a great shooter the way he is, and then you have others as well that's a pretty good shooter on the perimeter. Does
Drew Holiday mean anything to you?
Play much better on the defensive side than he does on the offense to make up for Dame's inefficiency on the defensive side because he already got a player that can drop 40. So for them to get it, I think Giannis going to have to play harder on the defensive and give it a little to Dame to let him be that offensive threat.
What about Middleton?
Side.
I haven't watched any.
Dame don't play defense.
Has Middleton played yet?
Yes, Middleton's played 4 games. He's averaging.
Yeah, he's been playing. He's been playing.
What?
He averaged 8 points per game right now, shooting 41% from the field, 33 from 3-point
line.
Yeah, he's
problem. That's
he's not playing.
He hasn't played. He hasn't
playing good right now.
No. Middleton is 32, and he has not been playing as well as he did 2-3 years ago, like in 2020.
He ain't played well since the championship.
Yeah. He hasn't played since his injury. Since his injury, he hasn't come back to the form before the championship. That is correct, or at the championship level. Middleton that we know of. But
they do have predictions. Let's see.
You think they have a deeper team, though? They do have a deeper team because they do have Malik Beasley, they have Jay Crowder, they have Connaughton. They have this dude Cameron Payne that they bring off the bench, and they have a good starting lineup.
Cameron Payne is nice. He came from the Suns.
Yeah. So I mean, but
he's decent.
Campaign got cut by San Antonio, right?
Yeah, he's decent.
No, he's not
going to move the needle.
But
he's definitely not going to move the needle.
He got cut from somebody.
Off the bench, that's good, Brandon.
Yeah,
he just needs to be serviceable, a game manager.
He's cool. He's not no one who's going to put them above Boston.
You just need him to maintain a lead.
According to bench playing,
no, as of move the needle. Listen, as of right now, the Bucks are giving up 118 points per game. The Boston Celtics are giving up 108. So Boston is definitely the better defense. And on the offense, Boston's averaging 126 points per game. Now it's only 5 games, but still 126 though to 114. So as a
That's big.
These are good predictions, but I think we should revisit this conversation.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Around
Yeah,
December
mid-season.
and January.
Yeah,
I
about
believe that,
mid-season
Ralph.
because
I believe that.
the Bucks. This is almost a new team for the Bucks. This is almost a new team. They got a new coach. They brought Dame. They have to adjust.
I agree with you. I do agree with you there. But
I mean, early frontrunner MVP got who do you got? Like you got Embiid, Tatum. Tatum's shoot 30 points a game on 55% shooting, 45% from three, and he's pulling down 10 boards.
Travis, I think this is MVP year. I think you're gonna start hearing the talk about Tatum MVP year this year.
Yeah,
he's out there.
He's been first team all NBA, so he's just getting
one or
better
two
and better.
team record
In
is
the
possible.
finals.
I don't see how nobody's gonna win over Joker. If Joker keeps doing what he's doing, I don't see how they're gonna give it to him again. They're gonna say
Joker's perennial. Yeah,
Yo, the
he's
other
ridiculous.
day, he missed 2 shots?
Yeah,
and scored 33. And then he missed 2 free throws. Yo, that's insane.
He's probably gonna average a triple double this year. To be honest with you,
Look how athletic he is.
He's already top 15.
Athletic freak.
Brandon,
in fairness to Tatum, Tatum has increased his points, rebounds, and assist averages for 6 straight years.
Joker is 20 times more skilled than Michael Jordan at 38.
Yeah,
yeah. I'd say Joker's probably a top 5 skilled player of all time.
He's a 7-footer. You can't even.
He's a
7-footer.
I would say he's the most skilled player in the NBA today. I don't care whether he could dribble, he could pass, he can shoot, he can post up. He can do anything. He can do anything on the basketball court besides dunk.
Because he's the top player.
I think he's the Larry Bird 2.0.
I think Kyrie is the most skilled player in the league.
He's better than Larry Bird. He can dribble. This guy literally takes the ball, dribbles up the court. He can cross over. He can go left. He can go right. He can do a hook shot.
Bird scored 40 points with just his left hand. What are you talking about, man?
No, that he just scored
with
his left hand.
Well, the thing about Joker is that he's tall and he can do everything. Like he doesn't have any weakness. Like he can post up. Like Joey said, he can post up. He can shoot threes. He can shoot the mid range. He's not just a 1-3 button. Like he's the best passer in the league. He's a top 5 rebounder, and he's arguably he affects their box plus minus defensively like huge amount when he's out there.
I'm not gonna say he's an elite defender. He's a good defender. He's not.
I mean, you have to understand basketball to understand Jokic. That's simple as that. You just have to understand basketball to understand Jokic.
I think he's everything y'all said. I just don't think he's the best skilled player in the league. That's it.
Yeah.
Not from a scoring standpoint.
I think, like I said, I do feel like he's today's Larry Bird because during that time at Larry Bird, according to that era, that's how people viewed Larry Bird.
My guy, Larry Bird.
No, put it like this. Joker's been so good that on Ralph's Live, we compared his playoff run last year to Michael Jordan's 91 playoff run, and he trumped that. He trumped it. So it's it's hard to just sit back. Like I said, and people are like, well, he must be better than LeBron. Well, shit, he should be. It's 20 years later. This is the evolution of the game that we have a 7'1", 7'2" guy who doesn't work out, who doesn't spend time all summer doing anything basketball related, shows up and dominates because his skills are that great. He literally has the skill set to do everything on the basketball court. It doesn't make sense.
Why y'all get flack for Jordan coming in, smoking cigars, dropping 50s? That sounds like the same thing, ain't it?
Because Jordan couldn't shoot. He didn't have every skill.
And then he had scored 8 points the game after.
He can shoot. He's not efficient.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. No. This guy's good.
Not from 3-point line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jordan wasn't good at everything in basketball.
You can't tell his fans there.
No, I'm just saying.
The same way LeBron is
about
not.
him smoking cigars.
LeBron is not good at everything in basketball, but he's just better at everything else. If Joker keeps doing this, if Joker does this for 18, 20 seasons, we have the new GOAT.
If he does this for 10 seasons, he's the GOAT.
Nah, stop it. I know.
Yeah, probably 10 more seasons. 10 more
10 more seasons. You know it. And he has to do this for 10 more seasons. That's not just, they got to do this.
We'll see what kind of hardware he piles up, honestly. Like, he could probably get a couple more MVPs, couple rings, finals MVPs. We'll see.
Oh, wait. Did y'all hear the question when the lady asked him, how different has your life been since you've been a champion? And he said, nothing. Like, nothing's changed.
Here's about horse racing, man.
I believe him. I believe him. I believe
I'm
that next
just gonna
contract.
appreciate it. I'm gonna
I believe
appreciate
that
it.
next contract he gonna get is gonna change some things.
Yeah, he don't got no. He already got the big contract, right? They just gave him an extra 5 years, like 250, right? Did he just sign an extension?
Yeah, he gonna be able to sign soon.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play. He's not gonna do that. He doesn't want to. He's. I think
Joker does this as a hustle, man. Like it's not his lifeblood or passion. He's just like, I know I can dominate, so I'm in there, and I want to go back to wherever he's roaming. Like just chill.
I mean, that's most sport. That's most athletes. Not every athlete have the desire to be the greatest.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yep.
It's just American athletes, not the foreign athletes. They don't
Not
care.
just American. I mean,
there's only a few you can name who had the desire to be the best. There's only a few.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It takes a lot to want to do that and be that.
Because the foreigners, they play as a team since they 13, so it was never about them. It's about the team. Where it's American, it's about me. I'm AAU. AAU all league MVP.
Luka was about him.
Well, shit. If I come from a family that can buy horses, I wouldn't care about none of that stuff neither.
I mean, it's different because athletes today, in America, they grow up differently. A lot of them grow up in poverty, bad schools. So that's their way of making it out.
Yeah. They see basketball. Sports has always been like that.
I mean, it's just a few players who didn't have to do that.
Let's just say
Bryant, he didn't grow up like that, but he wanted to be the best. He's one of the few.
Well, this the era.
Even though he didn't grow up that way.
Zero asked me, what is LeBron not good at? LeBron is not
a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's not a good free throw shooter. And I can even say as a 3-point shooter, he's average 3-point shooter.
I think he's not average.
Yeah, he's an average 3-point shooter. So, but he's good enough.
Average free throw shooter, average free throw shooter, but he's the biggest mismatch on the basketball court.
Yeah, because he's great at the rim. He's elite at the rim. So once you let him get to the rim, it's over for you. He's at 74%. You don't need, that's just, and he's great at. He can dribble past you. He's not a great, I guess, ball handler as far as the fancy stuff. But LeBron doesn't get ripped. LeBron can get around you. He knows how to handle the ball. So he's a great ball dribbler. He knows how to get to his spots. That makes him a great ball handler.
Yeah, to me, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see him. You don't see him getting ripped like that.
I agree because like that. That's the same thing like I say about Jordan. Like he wasn't flashy with his dribbling. He got to his spots just like how LeBron does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say Jordan's a bad dribbler. I would never say that.
Oh, he a terrible. You ain't never seen Jordan dribble?
Nah, he's not a 3-point shot. Not a 3-point shot. That's another scenario. That's another scenario.
It's below league.
It's only 30%. His career average is only 30% because they moved it up. If they had never moved it up, he wouldn't even be at 30% 3-point shot.
But it's fine.
He's at 32.
We'll leave it for what it is. We'll leave it at what it is. It's 32.4, right? 32.7, I think it is. 32.7.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there. It's below average, but that's still, like I said, it's average. To me, that's average. That's still good. He makes 3 out of every 10.
One thing, you can't give me a player today that could drop 60 with no threes. I know a player that did that.
Who's that?
60 with no threes.
Who's that?
Who that today?
Who's that, Craig?
Do what? Score 50 with no threes?
Yeah.
Somebody did do that.
Name all the players who did it. There's a bunch of players.
Jordan,
That's the one who scored 100 without a 3-point line.
Jordan, Wilt.
Allegedly.
Kareem.
Bernard King.
In today's era.
Dominique Wilkins.
There's a lot.
Somebody did score 50 without a 3. And
I thought he said 60.
No, 60 is different. I'm in trying to score 60 in general. Damn, it's hard to score 60 even with
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, it ain't hard to score 60 shooting 45 shots.
Name some players back in that era who can score 60 on 11 dribbles for the game. Name somebody that can do that.
We only see one person do
We
that.
always
That's
say what
something
these
to talk
players
about.
can't do. Tell me who can score 60 on 11 dribbles.
Damn. 11 dribbles, y'all. See that?
Reggie Miller.
Who did they play when they did that? I
forgot who did it.
They had to be a terrible
Didn't Kobe score 60 in 3 quarters?
Yeah,
multiple times. Multiple times in the same season.
That was versus Dallas. That was right before the 81-point game.
I seen a video.
Oh, go ahead, Ralph. My bad.
I seen a video where we see those type of like people that scoring like that, like Kobe scoring 81, allegedly Wilt scoring 100, Damian Lillard scoring 7. I need to see the footage. Forget that. Like all these players that scored 70, they're against really, really weak defenders. Even like when Jordan scored his 69, it was against a weak defending team. A lot of them
Cleveland, right?
Devin Booker had 71 versus Boston.
Think about this, Ralph.
Mitchell did it too,
Ralph. Dennis Johnson was considered one of the best defenders in the league at that time, right? He couldn't guard Jordan, right? So that shows you how much like ahead of the game Jordan was at that time. And they still had elite defenders.
No, it's at 69 when he scored 69.
That's
not that 63.
Oh, that's 69
versus
yeah, they were terrible.
It was against the Nets. It was against the Nets.
Cleveland.
Those Cavaliers.
No, it was against Cleveland.
It was a Cavs. It was a Cavs.
Yeah. Terrible defensive team.
Yeah, I know when I saw Jordan score 63 versus Boston, that's the first time that, it changed my mind on Jordan. Because I watched that defense. I was like, this is the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Terrible defense. They just stood there and moved their hands.
They couldn't get them. They couldn't.
No, that's the worst defense I've ever seen in my life. Everyone's standing up, and they're talking about this is the greatest offensive performance ever. It was
I want to say they were like top 3 in.
I was in college, so it was like 2005 when I watched that game for the first time, and I could not believe what I was watching. Like my whole childhood.
Top 5. I want to say they were top 5 in defensive rating that year.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. My whole childhood was a lie. I thought Michael Jordan didn't miss, and that just went me down a path of watching more and more Michael Jordan games. That just took me down a path.
That's crazy.
Right.
That was supposed to be the best game ever. Then I watched it. I was like, wow. All these people who are saying Kobe Bryant would have did this, would have did that, like they were not lying. And I remember John Sally in like 2002 was saying that Kobe was better than Jordan, and everyone was laughing at John Sally. I was like, yeah, Kobe Bryant at 22 would have scored 100 points versus Boston. That's how bad that defense was. If you ever have time, watch that game. I'm pretty sure most people haven't seen that game. Most people haven't seen that game. That's the problem. They just seen the highlights.
Yeah, I seen the game.
They just had a bad game. They wasn't terrible for the season. I know what you're talking about. That was just a bad game on Boston part to let him score 63. They was 40. It was 40 and 1 at home.
Again, remember,
they only lost one home game that season.
Remember, I told you guys about the strategy. There was only certain things defenses could do. They had to switch players. Okay, we're going to put Dennis Johnson on him. Dennis Johnson can't stay in front of him. Okay, put Danny Ainge in front of him. Danny Ainge can't stay in front of him. Okay, put Bird in front of him. Bird can't stay in front of him.
Bill Walton. Bill Walton was literally guarding Jordan.
Because it's literally one-on-one basketball. So there's nobody. There's nobody on.
Yeah, they changed the rules so you couldn't have one-on-one basketball no more.
No, they changed the rules. They changed the rules that you couldn't put 4 guys above the free throw line, which what Chicago Bulls.
That was what Jordan was doing the whole season.
I know.
That's how he averaged 37.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I was
how
saying.
Would that help Jordan? Because y'all see y'all post that all the time.
But my point is that the defense is limited. There's only so much the team could do defensively because you have no one who can stand in front of Michael Jordan and stay in front of him. No one can do it, and he's gonna get to the rim.
And then like. That's why they boost up the Jordan rules because that was the first defensive strategy. Like before, I was like, what did they do? Just jump ball and boxed out? Like I didn't know what they did back then, but that's probably why the Jordan rules are such a big thing because that was the first time someone said, okay, let's push Jordan towards his weaknesses.
It was basically push Jordan left. That's what they wanted. They wanted
to push him left, and if he got to the hole, don't let him shoot a layup.
Yeah, and they had
this is a huge thing.
Mind you, they did have the bodies to do it because Joe Dumars was not weak. He was a very strong guy. He was very stocky, so Jordan couldn't just bully through him, and he was still quick. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying he was still he was strong. Jordan said he was strong. He was a strong
I'm talking about
player.
Jordan. He was skinny at that time.
No, yeah, Jordan was skinny.
Jordan like 190.
So exactly. So when you push,
I don't even think he was 190 then.
Mind you, Kenny Smith said that Jordan didn't have a left hand in college. He learned to dribble with his left hand, but he wasn't effective with it. So going left, Jordan, they knew it. That was actually one of the strategies, that he would dribble twice going left, and then he would either try to get to the paint or pull up. And they knew that, so they would always say, push him left, just keep pushing him left. So if he was on the right block, push him left. If he was on the left block, push him left. Keep him away from the baseline as well. They also say push him to the center so that you can get the help. That's what they did.
It wasn't stopping him from scoring. They were just making sure that at the end of the game they had more points than the Bulls. So they was going to let Jordan get 30, 45 points.
And he did it. He averaged 30 against them. He
averaged less and was less efficient, but that's what Detroit did to the Lakers when they had Kobe. Let's push Kobe, double team him, and make him shoot bad shots because he's not going to pass it. Let's push Jordan left, make him take tougher shots because he's not going to pass it. That's what they did. Of course, he's going to score as many points because he's going to keep shooting it, but they're going to keep losing because he's not going to pass the ball.
That's what happened in 2004. Kobe was like, Shaq not getting this MVP.
And the Pistons do it. And the Pistons do it.
He was doing.
So they
That's
triple team
exactly what he was doing.
It was like, yo, you going to let Shaq get another finals MVP?
Yeah, because he wouldn't enter the conversation if you got 4 championships and Shaq got 4 finals MVPs. How can you enter any conversation?
Yeah, Shaq shot, 67% for the field? It was crazy how high he shot.
Listen,
but he wasn't passing the ball.
The only thing
against Ben Wallace.
Yeah, the only thing Kobe was going to pass Shaquille O'Neal in 2004 was a gym membership. There was no way he was going to pass him the ball. That's facts. He was not passing.
Yeah, like I felt like if they would have went to Shaq like they always did, that would have
dominated Detroit.
That was shot before
70%.
I agree, but
got
no,
a lot of
Kobe
jobs. I'll tell you one thing.
But Kobe had the same mentality Jordan had in the 80s. The only way we're going to win is if I score. So Jordan had that mentality against Detroit, and Detroit understood that. They said he would wait to the last minutes to pass, and they said that once he got into the air to either hit him if he was close to the rim to dunk it, or if he was going to take the jump shot to run back to your man, because he wasn't going to pass it to their man. Once he saw the guy running back, he would just take that bad shot, and he was less efficient against them, and he scored less against them all 4 playoff series.
I'm gonna say between Kobe and Jordan, like it's a difference. Kobe had Shaq to win. Jordan didn't have a Shaq-like player.
No, he
didn't need a Shaq-like player.
He didn't need it though. He had guys that he could have went to. He could have utilized.
Yeah,
he just didn't.
He didn't need the most dominant player in that era to play on his team.
Yes, he did. He was going up against
and mind you, and mind you, the Chicago Bulls team played better against Detroit than they did against those other series where Jordan was lighting it up. Like I said, against Cleveland, Jordan goes for 45 points per game. His team doesn't play too well, but they still win the series. But he goes up against Detroit, and his team plays well, and he doesn't, and they lose.
That's because
I think Scotty had a good series right there.
No, this is before Scotty. This is 88, so Scotty wasn't really like.
You said 88.
Yeah, this is 88. This is against Cleveland when he scored 45 points.
Scotty was there, but he wasn't playing.
Scotty was there.
Scotty had
that good series.
No, he had
that. But he wasn't playing.
He had that one good game 5 where he really stepped up, but he was coming off the bench. That's what they always do. He had 7 points per game in the playoffs.
Didn't they throw him in the starting lineup the next series?
Yeah, they put him in starting lineup in the elimination game 5.
That's what I'm saying.
He balled out.
That's what I'm saying. He played better against Detroit those 5 games against Detroit than he did against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the problem was Jordan didn't play up to standard or expectation. That's why they put him on the cover of SI with Joe Dumars pushing him to the side, stiff arming him, because they was like, what happens to Jordan against Detroit? He chokes.
Nah, I ain't gonna say choke.
Well, he didn't choke. He literally went from the first 3 games, he averaged 32 points a game, and then the next 3 losses, he averaged 22 points a game. These are facts.
24.
Yeah,
okay. He went from 32 to
Chilltown was wrong with that.
He went for 25, 24, and 23. So I think it's about 24 points per game exactly. So you're right. It's 24 points.
24. Chilltown was wrong about that.
His efficiency went down.
It went down a tick.
That was the first series. The next series, he had another bad. He had two games where he shot under 40% against them. He had 1 game where he played real good, and then he had the game where he did shoot the ball on purpose. So
that Detroit team is the
then you had the game 7 where they blamed Scottie Pippen in 1990, but in reality, Jordan didn't go off for his 45 points, and if he did, they would have won.
That was the Mike game. That's the Mike rank.
Mike had 30 points on 27 shots.
What was his percentage?
It was a lot of those games.
He was 50%. He was 13 of 27. I know he was 26 shots. He was 13 of 26. So he took 26 shots to score 30.
He's
30 points.
And he scored 30 points.
They lost by 20, Ralph, 73 to 93.
Nice.
So where was
he was efficient and he scored 30.
I'm just saying that was the game.
If he was efficient and he scored,
Ralph.
Like a lot of people like to take, for example.
So he scored 50.
I'm going to give you an example. And a lot of people give LeBron this heat against the 09 Magics. I don't fault him for that because he was very efficient. He played his heart out. It was that the matchups was
the difference
terrible. Maker. It was like you had like the White was just dominating, and then you had Rashard Lewis and Turkoglu averaging just as much as what LeBron was doing. LeBron just didn't have the as much help as the Orlando Magic. Like it's the same scenario.
I agree with you, but this is what I'm trying to bring up about Game 7. This is not about the series. The problem is that this is a Game 7. This is your chance to take your team to the NBA Finals for the first time in your NBA career. This game right here is the game you need to step up. Jordan averages more than 30 points per game. In the playoffs and in the regular season, he only gives you 30 points per game. This is where he needs to elevate. This is where y'all say he needs to rise. He dropped in the most crucial moment of his career at that time. And the excuse is Scottie Pippen had the migraine. No. You know Scottie Pippen has the migraine. Run the offense. Supposedly Jordan could play point guard. I'm arguing with people now that he could average a triple-double if he was a point guard and all this stuff. For one game, Ralph, you just need one game. This is just one time. I just need this one game.
If we're gonna get nasty like that, then that's a nasty.
No. Because if we go to game, if we go to Game 7, if we go to Game 7 performances, Michael Jordan underperforms in Game 7s.
How many Game 7s
he didn't have a lot of Game 7s, bro, because he closed shit out.
He has 3. No, he doesn't. It's not true.
He has 3.
He has 3.
Okay.
How many
Wait. No. Let me stop you there. The reason Jordan doesn't have a lot of Game 7s is because he never takes teams to Game 7s. When he's down 3-1 or 2-1, he loses in 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
He doesn't push series to 6 or 7 games himself. So he's always losing games. And I can show you elimination games where Michael Jordan underperformed in elimination games. So instead of him pushing the series, he's underperforming. That's what I'm saying. He underperforms. Instead of pushing the
he didn't push him to Game 7. He didn't push him to Game 7 in '89.
Wow. Instead of pushing a Game 7, you know what I'm trying to say? Instead of pushing a Game 7 in the '89, he underperforms.
How many series he won that went
instead of pushing a Game 4 in '86, he underperforms. He goes for 19 points in Game 3 and fouls out.
So how many series he won, and it was a 7-game series in that series? How many total series he won in the playoffs for his career, and how many of them went to a Game 7? And then you tell me, and then you just said again.
He went to Game 7 3 times in his career.
And how many playoff series did he win in his career?
It's 1, right?
He won 30. No, he played in 31. He won
because he beat Indiana in '98 when they went 7.
No, he won 31. He won 31.
He won 31 playoff series and only had 3 Game 7s and a playoff series.
And again,
Jordan what you said again? No, he won 31 series and only 3 of them. Only a 3 Game 7 period.
Exactly. So that means when Jordan lost, for the 7 times that Jordan lost, he lost within.
And the 24 times that he won, he did. Right?
Again.
So that more, he got more winning without 7
He never pushes nobody to 7 games.
Who cares?
Who cares? He's winning before the 7 games.
You're the one who's bringing up, and I told you he choked in the Game 7.
I just asked you how many games.
You want to talk about choking? We'll talk about 2009, 2010.
Oh wait, he underperforms in Game 7. He underperforms in Game 7s. This is facts. He underperformed.
He got 3 Game 7s. If you want to use
it
that,
doesn't matter what it is. Every Game 7 he has had.
Just like you could bring up 2011.
You're making it seem like Michael Jordan didn't want more 7 games. He couldn't take nobody's 7 games, so it has nothing to do with
that. He won more games without a 7-game series. What are you talking about?
It has nothing to do with Michael Jordan winning 7 games or not. His team just didn't go 7 games because Jordan couldn't push 7 games, or his team was too good that the teams couldn't push him 7 games. It doesn't matter.
Then don't say because he.
I didn't say nothing. All I said was he underperformed underperformed in Game 7 for his career. He has 3 of them. They were all underperformances compared to what he normally does.
Yeah.
Them Game 7s,
How many Game
like
7s did he lose?
Even if I want to
How
take it
many
to
Game 7s
elimination
did he
games,
lose?
even if I want to take it to elimination games,
Is he over 500 in Game 7 wins?
He's 2-1.
Okay.
That's fine. So
That's
LeBron's
it.
over 500 too.
He won more than he lost.
LeBron is over 500 too. LeBron is over 500 too.
But
And,
how
and
many
he averages
Game
more,
7s?
he averages more points than Jordan in Game 7s.
So
And
if he
one
averages
more
more
game
points,
than Jordan.
if he averages more points,
And one more
then most
game
likely he averages more points,
in Game
rebounds, and
7s.
assists.
No, he shouldn't.
He played more
games.
Game 7s. He should have
Exactly.
more
No,
points.
if he played
He's
more,
the average.
he
not
averaged more. He averaged more points. I don't talk
Average, not
total.
total.
Oh, we love averages now, huh?
Now,
Average is
of
the
course.
whole thing now. Average is the whole thing,
Average
right?
more. You can't have no
All
totals
right.
when you only play 3 games. He's going to be less there. That's another thing too. Exactly. He's a Game 7.
who averaged more in closeout games? Let's say that.
I never looked at closeout game performances between the two.
Because he's going to nitpick Game 7. Because
No,
he played in
no.
3 of them.
I do this because Jordan fans make
Elimination games, LeBron averaged more, but
exactly.
that's just elimination games.
That's elimination game because people have this
You
myth
sure?
that Michael Jordan's more clutch. What closing out is not being more clutch. Closing out a series is not more clutch. How much
Jordan more clutch.
Rob,
Jordan
what
is more clutch. It's just LeBron got more game winners in the playoffs. That's it.
Facts.
What's Jordan's closeout games averages, Ralph?
I'm looking it up now.
I think StatMuse would be the best place to look for it. So LeBron James in closeout games averages 28.3 points per game, 9.2 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.6 steals, 1 block, shooting 49% from the field, 33% from the thing. He averages basically what he averages in the playoffs in closeout games. And he's 41-13 in closeout games.
Sound like a lot of Game 7s to me.
No, you said closeout. These are closeout games.
The closeout games are not Game 7s.
Yeah. I mean, that's where you get to where the goats are.
So,
I mean,
in closeout games, Jordan averaged 34.2, 5.9 rebounds, round up 6, 5.6 assists, 2.1 steals, and 0.9 blocks. And he shoots.
So Jordan averages about a point more than what he averages in the playoffs and closeout games, but his record is worse than LeBron. It's 30-13.
In 43 games.
It's 30-13.
So now the games matter? You just told me.
Yeah, why, no, games don't matter. I just told you LeBron won more games and has an above 500 record as in the Game 7.
Yeah, you brought that up when I said Jordan was over 500. You said LeBron is too. Okay, good.
That's what I'm saying.
So in other words,
what's LeBron?
Closeout games. We're bringing out closeout games. LeBron was 41-13.
So in elimination games, Michael Jordan is 31.3. LeBron is 33.7 points per game.
Yeah, and Jordan under 500.
Elimination games.
And Jordan's under 500.
Jordan is 6 and 7 in elimination games in his career.
6 and 7. Wow.
So in other words, Jordan's better at closeout games. LeBron had just played more of them. Gotcha.
LeBron James is 14 and 12 in elimination games.
Closeout games. Not talking about elimination games. Because Mike was very rarely on the block during his prime.
So
Jordan is 30-13. That's a lower winning percentage. Y'all don't go by winning percentage no more.
30-13. They lost the same amount of games. LeBron just played more.
No, LeBron won more. He won because he plays more in the playoffs than Jordan does.
Exactly.
Because he wins more than Jordan does. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Jordan
LeBron has a higher winning percentage in elimination games.
Jordan lost
what was LeBron's winning percentage in the closeout game?
4-2. His percentage
In elimination games, facing elimination, LeBron is 14 and 12. Michael Jordan is 6 and 7.
Well, Michael Jordan's record for closeout games is at 30-13, which is a 69.8 percentage as far as winning percentage.
Yeah,
I said elimination game. When facing elimination, Jordan is 6 and 7.
LeBron is 41 and 13.
So this is when it's a game 7 or when he's down in a series. Those are those elimination games
LeBron
that
wins
he has
60
to win. When Michael Jordan has to win,
Yeah,
he's 67.
LeBron's percentage is higher. It's
LeBron,
75.9.
yeah, it's
When Michael Jordan has to win, he averaged less points than LeBron James and shoots a lower percentage.
Everybody has to
when
win.
he has to
It
win.
just seems funny when facts.
No, elimination games are have to win. That's why I tell you, Jordan doesn't push series. He doesn't go to game 7s a lot because he doesn't. When he's getting eliminated, he quits. He's ready to go gamble and go smoke cigars.
That is nasty right there.
He was already in Atlantic City while it was going on. Don't worry about that.
No, but Rob, these be the arrogant like Jordan statements that people don't. And this is not to knock Jordan. This is just to show that okay, LeBron is clutch as well. Look, Jordan's not as clutch as y'all make it seem like. That's the point. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
we was talking about
who said LeBron's not clutch?
Bro, we hear it all the time, Ralph. We hear it all the time.
I don't listen to them.
Exactly, because they be on your live saying it all the time while you mute yourself. I hear them. I listen to them. They be saying it all the time.
Well,
they got off of your live the other day because I was on there and they couldn't speak lies about
the ones that say I
Johnny,
do disagree with them, I'll be disagreeing. I'll be like, yo, nah, we're not doing that. Like when they say that LeBron's not clutch, I do not agree.
I mean, I could just imagine what Lamont was going through. Please shout out to FYF Sports, right? And that debate group over there. I could imagine that was a 7-hour live, them debating who was the most clutch player ever. And he's an objective guy. He's gonna go to the clutch time stats, and LeBron is number 1 in all clutch time stats since it's been recorded. Now Jordan has not been able to be a part of that. Nobody in Jordan's era, but since LeBron's been in the league, and that's over 30 years, 25 years worth of data. LeBron's number 1.
Yeah, they started recording that in like 96, right?
Yeah, 96, 97. So that's 25 years ago.
So Jordan got 3 years of it.
Yeah. So we're talking about Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, Stephen Curry.
Shout out Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. All these Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, all these players, Kobe Bryant that y'all would claim is more clutch. Tracy McGrady, all of them that y'all would say is more clutch than LeBron.
I love Kobe.
Good way to point out Tim Duncan. He gets too much hate.
No, I don't
think he get too much hate. I just don't think he get enough love.
Yeah, no, he doesn't care.
Who, Tim Duncan?
Because Tim Duncan never cared about what any one of us thought about him. He knew how.
I don't think he get a lot of hate. I just don't think he gets enough love.
I have Tim Duncan top 5.
I got him at.
Yeah, I mean, you said that. I just don't think he get enough love. I mean, he's never had a losing season in the NBA. That's crazy.
And he was winning since the beginning. So
yes, I mean, from day one.
Because y'all don't say about he had Greg Popovich, no y'all don't use the same.
That's a narrative that's crazy because
because they was about to fire Greg Popovich.
Greg, people don't appreciate simple old basketball. That's what he played. Simple basketball. He played team basketball. He would take 10 shots and win a championship. He would take 25 shots and win a championship.
He needed to do to win.
Exactly. He knew how to play the game. He knew how
he was locked down defensively.
He knew how to affect the game in more than one aspect and be dominant at it. When you have a player like that, you can win for 19, 20 seasons.
Yeah, he was dominant on the offense and defensive end of the court.
And like when they pull the Greg Popovich narrative, I'm like, yo, his first year was the first year that Tim Duncan was there. So how can we really say that?
As a coach, right? He was the GM before that. Yeah, he was the GM.
All of his success as a coach were under Tim Duncan. Like Tim Duncan was there with his success. He had a couple of winning seasons, but when it comes down to him being as a coach with the championship teams and everything, it was when Tim Duncan was there.
No doubt. No,
I think sometimes it hurt Tim Duncan that he never went back to back.
He didn't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to do these things, man. This is why I say Go James Kingdom exists, because these narratives that we talk about is all predicated on keeping legacies alive that have nothing to do with it. And you don't have to repeat to be great. Like you really don't. I don't understand. Like Larry Bird didn't repeat. I mean, didn't it repeat at all?
Yeah, Larry Bird did repeat, didn't he?
No.
But he was close.
The Lakers did.
No, it was 80. Yeah.
I mean, 84 and 86. He lost in 85.
Yeah, he did.
He
lost in 87.
85, the Lakers won.
Yeah.
He sure right. He sure right.
He
lost. But he was a 3-time MVP, 3 in a row.
Yeah. I mean, and like all about the context too. Like Johnny, I agree with you. Like you don't have to repeat it, be great. But like Duncan won 5 titles, and his first 3 or 4 were like arguably the hardest era in NBA history. From like, I think the hardest era in NBA history is from like '96 to 2009. Like that's where you had.
He won 3 decades. He won in 3 decades.
I'll say 2007. But
what other player won in 3 decades?
Early.
What other player won in 3 decades?
3 decades?
As the best player. Like, and see, when I say the best player on the championship team, I count the regular season and the playoffs, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you really look down throughout the whole season, the playoffs and the finals and everything, you gather all of that into one. Tim Duncan was the best player on all of them.
Yeah, listen, that's why I said we have to start talking basketball, and I'm gonna bring up what KD said to Lowe. You guys consume, not you guys, I'm saying basketball fans consume basketball horribly. They really can't appreciate the normal, simple aspects and the skill sets that players have and how it applies to their team. That's what people don't understand. And people like Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Bill Russell, these are guys that can change the game without being great scorers. They can literally, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. These guys don't have to score 25 points to be effective. They can literally score 15 points and literally affect and dominate the game.
LeBron James is not scoring 15 points. This team is winning. I'm sorry.
That is true. He is not scoring 15.
I'm sorry. LeBron James is not scoring 15 points and his team winning.
He won several games in the finals by averaging that, by putting up 15 points or whatever. Because again, that was the team at the time. He's never been on a team. He can just do that. But LeBron, y'all say AD was the guy who was averaging the most points. He only averaged 25 points per game, and what was that?
Well, that season, I'm gonna tell you that 2020, and I broke it down like. Me and Mark actually was on the phone, and we broke it down. LeBron was the best player, and it was close though. He was the best player on that championship squad, but it was very close. It was very close.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, LeBron can literally he can affect the game in a lot of different ways other than his scoring. He's just been the greatest scorer to ever play the game, so it's hard to not let him score, right? I mean,
I don't know about that.
If he's driving down,
he's the greatest mismatch. That's why he scores all his points. He's the greatest mismatch.
Yeah,
he's a freak.
Yes,
greatest mismatch in history was Shaq.
Well, Shaq has to get the ball.
Shaq employed a lot of centers back in the day. Yeah, a lot of centers to be thanking Shaq for being.
When you have teams building around like just to beat one guy, like there's no.
No, I mean, they changed Rufus Shaq. They said, okay, we can allow zone because Shaq is too dominant. We have to allow zone.
Exactly.
We hiring guys just to foul Shaq. That's
one thing I did notice about like Jordan and LeBron. What they do have in common is like when Jordan first came in the league, like a 6'6" shooting guard like that was unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
Like. To be that talented, and that was the same thing with LeBron when he first came in the league. So that's something that they actually have in common.
Yes. Jordan was he was tall for one. He was more athletic than any guard that ever came into the game before him. He had all the skill sets. He could dribble, he can shoot, he can penetrate, he could play defense. So
fast.
Yeah, he was fast. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was quick. He had agility. He had everything. He had the moves. He knew how to get.
Above average rebounder for the position.
Yeah, and he hustled. He's stamina. He hustled. He was competitive. So yeah, in that time.
You think the '80s Jordan would score over 40 points in this era?
The '80s Jordan would score 50 points in this era.
Oh, okay.
The '80s Jordan.
I was going to say something silly like, nah.
I don't know about 50. I don't know about 50.
I give him 40. I give him about 43, 45.
No, because
he got damn near average 40 in the 80s.
No. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Slow down, y'all. Slow your roll. In 86 or 87, let's go to 87. The league pace was high. It was
now
at 100.
Pace, huh?
It was at 100. It was pretty much the same as now.
Yeah, we gotta use the pace because we got to make sure.
The pace does matter.
I didn't want to hear the pace. The
pace was 101. So that means
it was 101. So it was very comparable.
It was similar. And Jordan took the most shots he ever took in his career in 1987.
26 point something.
So that means even if we gave Jordan 4 more shots per game, he's only going to average maybe 40. So I give him 40.
Yeah, I don't think it would be more than 40 because at some point, I think his assist numbers would go way, way up. We saw what he did in '89, where he averaged 8 and 8, 32 points a game. I think you'd see like a little bit more of that. I think he'd probably be around 35,
87, 88 Jordan in today's game would be Luka. I would agree with you. Besides the 3-point shot.
What year?
Yeah.
Y'all talking about 87 Jordan averaged 40 a game?
What year did Phil Jackson?
I think that MVP
40.
Harden.
What do you think, Brandon? What do you think? Jordan averaged?
I don't think Jordan would ever average 40 points a game.
No, I think it would be Luka though. He would average 30 and like 8 and 8, 39 and 9 and 8, 9 and 9. 35.
He would have to work too hard to average 40 today. It won't be possible.
No, I mean, they
too much he had to do.
That's what he did in the 80s.
That's what he did in 87.
I mean,
he can't. Look, this is my point exactly.
He has to literally guard players today.
We're talking about
this. He literally has to guard players who are knocking down shot after shot. He would have to run around. He have to exert more energy.
You can't even give him in his prime 3 points. You can't get it at 38. You can't give him in his prime.
I mean, he would not average more. It's harder to play today. It's hard to play today.
It's really not.
Why would he average more?
That's crazy, man. That's wild.
You see what I mean? This is my point.
That's wild. That's wild.
This is my point.
So, Brandon, the shooting percentage hasn't gone up during the decades. You're talking about 3-point. Everyone's knocking down 3-point shooters. The only difference is that there's an emphasis on the 3-ball.
What are you talking
it's not. You don't have
percentage.
You don't have
37 points and made 5 threes the whole season.
Shooting
the
has
biggest difference is on the defense.
They shoot way
That's
better
the biggest
in the NBA than they ever shot.
I mean, you have to guard players at the 3-point line
and you
down.
gotta guard Jordan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Back then, you didn't have to guard him at the 3-point
They have
line.
to guard everybody today. Like Jordan would have to guard people today.
So
No, you
because
got
there's
it.
other players
guarded-
telling me Jordan
the
was
way
so
you guarded
because
Jordan
other players
is on-
scoring 20 points.
He
in
would
the
have to
mid-range
exert
all the way
more
to the
energy.
paint.
Jordan
He
would
literally
love
have to
guarding
exert more
players.
energy.
Craig, Jordan shot.
Jordan averaged 37 and led the
Jordan shot 18% from 3-point land in 87. You're not.
How many
guarding him at the
total
3-point line.
3-pointers he made that season? Less than 10.
It doesn't matter how much he made.
What does that have to do with anything?
You give him
What
does that have to do with guarding better athletes?
Craig,
I don't understand.
Craig, are you one of those that believe if he took more shots, he would shoot better?
I'm saying he averaged 37.
He did when he did take about 3
Yeah,
attempts.
that's
he did
facts.
better.
Yes.
Because he got better at shooting. He
Yes, so
worked on it.
y'all gonna seem like he
But
don't get better at shooting. My shooting
Listen,
more.
wait a minute. In 87, so you're telling me in 87, if Jordan takes 3-pointers per game instead of 0.8, he's
It'll
gonna
go
average
up.
more? Ralph,
His
it's gonna go
percentage
down,
will
Ralph.
go
It's
up.
gonna go down. He can't.
It's
he
not
can't
going to go
shoot 'em.
down.
Ralph,
Because
he
if
can't
he's
make 'em.
taking less, if he's taking like if you're taking 1 3-pointer game, if that I don't even think he took one. He averaged
Exactly, and that's an open
But
3-pointer.
see,
Ralph. More than likely,
but
that's
my
an open
thing is,
3-pointer.
my thing is,
That's why he's
it's like
taking it. He's
the-
not shooting
all right.
unless it's open.
Because
He's
they
not gonna-
can't
the re-
guard him. He's scoring too easy. Why would I
Like,
take a three if I'm scoring 30 without it?
like my thing is like with the 3-point line, it's like if he misses one, like of course his percentage will be down. But if you take more, you have a chance for your percentage
Ralph,
to go up more. I'm not going to
Ralph.
say it's going to be like a 150% more. It's going to be more.
No, Ralph.
Instead of what he shot, like what
It's gonna
18?
be-
You said?
Ralph, listen, he makes 2 out of every 10 3-pointers. That means it takes him 10 games to make 10 3-pointers, right? Or to have 10 3-pointers. If he does it in 1 game or 10 games, he's still going to only make 2 of them.
What? No.
That's just math. Doesn't matter if he's taking 10 shots in a game.
Yeah, you take
Okay,
10
listen.
shots to make
He's shooting. Oh wait, he's shooting 0.8 3-pointers per game in 1987. So that means he's basically taking 1 3-point shot per game. So for Jordan to shoot 10
Every other
3-pointers,
game.
let's how are we gonna do this?
Is
how
it
can
me
he
or
get
he's
10?
breaking up?
It's me. I'm probably breaking up. Okay, so he has. So how many games does it take for Jordan to get 10 3-pointers?
You're going by false premise there, though. Joey.
Probably
No,
like
it's not.
12, 13.
Probably 11 or 12 games.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. At 12 games, he's gonna do that. He's only gonna hit 2. He's only
Okay.
made 2 of those. So even if you give him those same 13 in one game, he's only going to hit 2.
And that would take down his field goal percentage too.
Joe, you're assuming. You're just assuming though that he's not going to come in.
I'm not assuming. Michael Jordan took 66 3-pointers in 1987. He only made 12. Even if you give him another 100, he's not even making more than 12 every 66.
If he's playing in today's league, right, where there's an emphasis on the 3, where he's entering in, there was not such an emphasis back when he was in. He's going to be at least at worst an average 3-point shooter. At worst.
Who's making up stuff?
I mean, the thing is, Michael Jordan in 1987.
2023 and not no 3-pointers because he's
I'm gonna tell you this because if you bring 1987 Michael Jordan into the league, let me see how many points.
Michael Jordan was not as skilled as these players are in 1987. Like I don't understand.
He shot 48%.
He was not as skilled as these players are in 1987.
Taking 28 shots per game. Jordan is not.
The skill set would be different.
The more you shoot, the less efficient you're going to be. That's what y'all don't understand. The more shots you take, the less efficient you're going to become.
There's a reason why the 3-point percentage is leveled out, dude.
You're talking about Michael Jordan as one of his less skilled times is going to average more than all these skilled players today. These players today are vastly more skilled than Michael Jordan was in 1987.
Oh, I never said that.
But
I didn't put 87 Jordan here.
The skill set,
he's not going to average 40 points a game.
Though.
He's not going to average 40 points a game when he's a lesser player than these players are today.
Nah, the skill set would be different because
how
he would grow up into the time.
What he has to do on the defensive end, on top of him. Yeah, on top of having to do what he has to do on the defensive end today.
So the 80s, they wasn't running up and down the court every 30 seconds?
But not shooting threes.
Yeah, they were not playing like they are today. They're not as skilled as they are today. Simple as that. We saw,
but Jordan's skill set wouldn't be 80s skill set.
No,
okay. So we're trying to morph Michael Jordan into this superhuman because
that's what I'm saying.
We can't take what he did in 1987. We can't take what he did in 1987. We have to morph him into this
his skill set, the pace of play.
Because it's 27 years later.
He doesn't have the skill set to shoot the 3-point good. That's what I'm saying. In 87, Jordan is not a good 3-point shooter. He doesn't have that skill set.
It wasn't the good ball handler. He couldn't really go to his left. Like he was not as great as people say he was in 1987. He just was not as great as people think he was.
They didn't work on a left hand like that.
Yeah,
like during that.
That's why he would not average 40 points a game today because he was not that great of a player to average 40 points. No one's doing that today. Jason Tatum's skill level right now is far superior to Michael Jordan in 1987, and he's not averaging 40 points a game.
That's why I said
he's bigger, he's stronger, he's taller, he's a better shooter, and he's not averaging 40 points a game today. So how the hell is Michael Jordan going to average 40 points a game in 1987?
His skill set would be different now than it would be.
He's supposed to be a Power Ranger. He's supposed to morph into a superhuman now because he couldn't do it in 1987. There's no way you can say Michael Jordan is averaging 40 points a game. There's no way. There's no way. It's not possible.
The style of play then was different than now. What are you talking about?
But you can't attribute that play to Jordan. We only contribute to what Jordan
Michael Jordan's skills would not have changed. His skills would not have changed. He would have been the same player. He would have been the same exact player. His skills would not have changed.
No, I don't
Prove
agree. I don't agree.
Prove it.
That's ridiculous.
Prove it. Prove it.
No, it's not.
You can't prove it. That's why you can't prove it. So
are you saying that
Michael Jordan was who Michael Jordan was?
Are you saying that if Jordan was drafted in today's league, he would somehow have an 80s mindset and he wouldn't have a slightly different emphasis on the things he would do on the court today?
He would be the exact same player.
Why?
Oh my God! That is a terrible. That's terrible.
The exact same player.
That's terrible. So
you're telling me Jordan, right?
Wait. So you're telling me Jordan will remove?
Jordan would be Jalen Green, right?
Jordan is going to remove 67 shots away from the rim for him to take 6 to 7 3-pointers at 18%.
Why not? If he's in today's league and that's the way they play, why wouldn't he do everything that everyone else is doing?
Because he couldn't do it back then, so how you going to do it now?
He wouldn't have played back then. He wouldn't have been time traveled from the 80s to here. We're talking if he was drafted. You guys said if he was drafted in today's league, why would he suddenly be the outlier?
So we thinking of him then and said if his skill set then was drafted into today. Now you want to imagine now he could shoot 40% from three because he's drafted today.
Oh, he wouldn't shoot 40% from three. I think he'd be average just like everyone else does.
He would shoot
shoot
without
like
the
how
3-point
Kobe would
line.
shoot
So it was like what,
70%.
28% or something like that. That's what Michael Jordan would shoot. 28% from 3-point line. He
The
would be
league
Russell
average today is
Westbrook.
35%.
It's bad.
No, Michael Jordan without shorting the line, he shot what, like 28%, something like that. He would be
28%.
Russell Westbrook. He would be Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Michael Jordan said it himself. He's Russell Westbrook. We
said
all
Russell
see Russell
Westbrook would
Westbrook
last
play.
me a lot of meat.
And he don't have the Russell Westbrook's dribble skill set. At
No, his
Yeah, he doesn't have that type of skill
He's talking
set.
about his
So wait a minute,
intensity.
so wait a minute. Ralph, so let me ask you this, Ralph.
Yes, he does.
Let me ask you this, Ralph, because I know you saw this. Sports Fluent talked about this. He stated that if he took LeBron, he would remove LeBron's skill sets because we can't have LeBron having the advancement that he has today and drop him in the 80s. So that would mean you can't do that for Jordan. You can't take Jordan out of the 80s and then just give him the skill sets of today. How does that work? Like, I don't understand that. Like, you're basically saying
It's
that the
more.
players, it's better today then. The players are better today.
The reason why, because it's more advanced now than it was back then. So Jordan would have to benefit from the advancement
he will have to
of today.
So we take things from LeBron and give Jordan.
Yeah, so I showed the clip of Bird. I showed the clip of Bird last week, layup after layup in the 80s. And I said LeBron James would have averaged 50 points a game, and you guys said it was crazy. Because I'm taking LeBron now and putting him there. If I took LeBron James, who's 22 years old, and I put him in 1988, he would destroy the NBA.
Yeah, because it'd be called a layup drill.
Now
it'd be called a layup drill.
What you're looking at, LeBron, like LeBron's playing in today's game to where he benefited from the advancements of what the advanced benefits. He wouldn't have that back then, so he would have.
I don't know what advancements he got. I don't know
like
what medicine he had.
the medicine and all that other stuff.
What medicine is he taking?
What you say is like the skill set. The skill set today is better than back then. I totally agree.
Send the link up, Brandon. Put the link up. Brandon, put the link up.
Yeah, what medicine is he taking? Yeah, what medicine?
I'm talking about the advancement of moves and
better
everything.
supplements,
Better
training regimens,
Father John,
better equipment and gear.
Tylenol.
Better equipment. He got better equipment gear.
Better equipment gear, better supplements, better nutritional regimens, better training methods.
Supplements he's taking? What supplements he's taking?
I can look up a laundry list that weren't. You're saying that everything from 80 is available, or was?
I don't know what LeBron is taking to say that he couldn't take that in the 80s. I'm not sure what he's taking. So I'm gonna just take what I'm gonna just look at what I see what LeBron James is doing, and I could look what Jordan is doing. Jordan is not averaging 40 points a game.
So why everybody ain't doing what LeBron doing if it's all that available today? Why everybody ain't doing it then?
All right, let's let we have somebody on the panel. Aaron Adams has shown up. He said that he wants to speak about the Jason Tatum situation. Go ahead, the platform is yours, my friend.
Fellas, what's going on, y'all?
What's good?
Yo, I tuned into y'all, but y'all be having some ridiculous takes, man. I was saying the Jason Tatum thing because you're praising, and I don't even want to talk about him. He was like minor on this, but the comparisons y'all are making. And the way you're talking, like Michael Jordan couldn't do some of these things, like shoot. You remember when he was in college, it wasn't a 3-point line, so the 3-point line wasn't emphasis on it like it is now. We're all used to seeing the 3-point line, so for him, that's why his mid range, and I would assume a lot of cats in the 90s, 80s mid range was so good because the 3-point line wasn't famous. So when y'all talking about he can't shoot, you got to keep in mind whatever he's coming from and what's available to him. I think y'all.
Who said he can't shoot?
No,
who said he can't shoot?
I said 3-pointers. I said
3-pointer. It wasn't a good 3-point shooter.
It wasn't that he couldn't shoot. That wasn't the topic. That wasn't really the thing to do back then because it wasn't a 3-point line.
There was plenty of players who could shoot.
So we don't have any proof that he could make 3-pointers better. He could shoot 3-pointers better. That's what you're saying. We don't have proof for that.
No,
I mean, you would assume a professional athlete would improve his shooting and be average at very least. You would say one of the greatest players ever with the greatest work ethic wouldn't at least be average at the very least.
Jordan didn't have
We
work
don't
ethic in
know.
87.
We
In
we don't
87,
know.
Jordan didn't have
Yeah.
work ethic in 87. He didn't have
Oh
it in
my,
87.
yo, bro.
That's what Jordan said. Yeah, Jordan didn't even lift the weight to 1990.
No, that,
So
that
what
doesn't
work
mean
ethic
neither
we
be
talking
Kevin
about?
Durant, bro.
Oh, Aaron,
Neither be KD. Neither be KD.
Aaron, do you know Michael Jordan didn't do pregame? Michael Jordan didn't do pregame shoot around to 91.
Say that again.
Michael Jordan did not do pregame shoot around, meaning warm up before a game, till 1991. Michael Jordan did not. They tell you all the time this guy would stay up till 4 a.m. gambling and having fun. And this guy went to practice, and when he was in practice, he worked hard in practice. I give you that. Jordan showed up to practice and worked hard, but he didn't have that work ethic. And
Bro, you talking?
87.
Listen, he just averaged what 37 that year. The next year he won Defensive Player of the Year and MVP, led the league in scoring. How do you say a person doesn't work hard with all these accolades?
Again, he came into a league. This is what I'm going to tell you about your myths about the mid range. We have no data how much mid range shots were being taken and being efficient at it at that point. Michael Jordan was getting to the rim. He was unstoppable. In transition, the Bulls getting those steals. That's why he used to get a lot of steals. Those steals led to transition. A lot of those points were like what y'all say, LeBron, are layups and dunks.
Okay, hold on. So and no, I know what you're talking about with the mid range. That whole thing when the last day came out. You're saying that there's no data to support because remember, if he's not shooting 3-pointers, we can look back at highlights right now at the very, very least, and we can see him shooting mid.
They're all dunks. They're all dunking layups highlights back in the day.
Bro, I can send the link of just jump shots and fadeaways.
Listen, I didn't say he didn't shoot from the mid range. I said that majority of his shots came at the rim at that time. In 87, Jordan was not taking out of the 27 shots he was taking. He wasn't taking 10 to 15 shots from
he was going to the bucket.
He was going
okay,
to
hold up, Aaron. Like when was Jordan mid range the best?
When?
Yeah, when was his mid range the best?
I think most people would say 90, in the late 96, 97, 98.
Okay, that's when he shot under 50%, right?
I think one season. I'm not sure. Not all seasons. He didn't shoot 50%, lower 50% on field. I don't think.
After when he was more of a mid-range shooter.
Not mid-range.
Yeah, when he was. Yeah, overall,
I think it's
once he shot more mid-range, his field goal percentage went down, right? So he wasn't as efficient as a scorer because he was shooting more mid-range.
You're saying in the late 90s, 96, 97, 98, his field goal percentage went down because he shot more fadeaways.
Yes, more jumpers.
Yes.
I got to see the field goal percentage to tell you if it went down. What is it? Can you read it to me?
Yeah, Michael Jordan's field goal percentage in
96.
96. No, it's 96, 97 because we don't have the data for 96. We only have 96, 97. So for 96, 97, Michael Jordan's field goal percentage was 48.6. And mind you, when he was playing in 1987, it was 48.2. But that was because he was taking way much more shots. Like I said, he was going to the rim. But in the next season, he took 24.5 shots. He shot 53.5, and he shot 54%.
That next year, what was his accomplishments that next year?
Well, no, I'm talking about in the 80s. Michael Jordan.
After the 87 season, we had the 88 season, which is probably the greatest season we've ever seen.
Yeah, no, in 88, Jordan shot 53.5% from the field. He shot 24.4 shots per game. He was taking 0.6 3-pointers per game. So basically,
that's Michael Jordan 3-pointer. That's less than 1 3 a game.
Yeah, so that means about 23 shots per game were coming from inside the 3-point line. How many shots from mid-range do you think Michael Jordan was shooting in 1988?
So at least 15 shots. I give him
15.
I give him 11.
That's too much.
So over basically half was mid-range.
But look, do me a favor. Don't just stay there. Go to the steals per game. So now you're talking 3.2 steals a game. Those are possessions. I'm going. But that's what I stated.
Your point become less.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I told you. That's how Jordan scored so well. It was because he was so athletic. No one could stay in front of him. He would get to the rim. That was what it was all. He wasn't shooting 40 to 50% of his shots at the mid range. He was taking.
Even if I say he shot 40% or 35 from 3, again, you come into the remember we're talking about his third year in the league, right? Let's talk about I don't want to say LeBron. Give me somebody else that's 3 years that we could remember vividly that turned out to be like a LeBron S. Jordan type player.
No, let's do this, right? And
because listen, remember, he didn't listen. He didn't play his whole second year. Remember, he got hurt and missed the majority of his second year.
No, we're not talking the second year. We were talking.
I know, but you got to keep stick with me there. So again, he doesn't. This is basically his second year, his third year, right? Mm-hmm. We can say that.
Yes.
Can we say that?
No, but you
so again, we don't. He doesn't even develop it. So listen, what I'm saying is, we're talking third year. We're not talking a ninth year player. We're talking about somebody that's still learning the NBA game, just like LeBron. That nigga jump shot was broke, but he's learning. He got his shit better as he progressed.
And that's why he wouldn't average 40 in today's game if you take 87 Jordan and put him in today's league.
Why?
He just canceled his own point.
You proving my point.
No, because you're saying just one statistic or one area of scoring means he won't score. Okay, why does that mean he won't improve something else to do something different?
Let me ask you a question.
Just canceled your own point.
Aaron, let me ask you this, Aaron. Would you say that Michael Jordan took the most mid-range shots late in his career than earlier in his career?
No, I would say both.
No, you did.
You said it's equal.
It's no, listen. The fucking statistics show that. I'm saying 96.
No statistics show that.
Because he wasn't as athletic, so we saw.
Okay, wait. Aaron, I don't think you understand this. Before 1997, we have no data to prove where Michael Jordan shot at on the basketball court.
Listen. But we're not idiots to say we can't search videos of games. Let's not act like we don't have access to some of this stuff.
You don't have access to the actual data. You don't have access. There's no game data.
I don't need to have data to go see a game from 1994 with fucking Mitch Richmond shooting mid-range jumpers. I don't need to.
That's one game.
There's numerous games. So look. Listen. Say you watch 2 games. Say it's 2 games online.
2 games. Okay, yeah, two games.
All right.
2 games.
I see. No. What I'm saying is, the way a player plays, the way LeBron plays, the way Jason Tatum plays, the way Embiid plays, the way they play every night is basically the standard of what you're gonna get. One way or another, they go to their spots. They do the same shit. It's not that difficult.
False.
I think.
All right. Now you're reaching.
I think
we're reaching because we're not making up stuff.
I think the first 3P he started shooting more jumpers than like at the beginning of his career. That's when you really seen that. 91, 92, 93 is we seen a mixture of both because he still had his athleticism and his shot was a lot more pure. Like in like the notion of at the beginning of his career, he didn't have a jump shot. No, he did have a jump shot. He just didn't utilize it because of his skill set in that time to where he was, like Johnny was saying, he was able to blow by players because he was so quick, he was so fast, he had that first step. It's just that we saw more of his jump shot in that first 3P.
Okay, so you would agree with me that Michael Jordan took more mid-range shots by percentages late in his career, correct?
That's the only data we have.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, so if we go off of that data, Michael Jordan basically took 60% of his shots or 65% of his shots from what's considered mid-range.
Yes.
That's at the end of his career. That's when he took the most. So that means that's what you guys are saying. So you're saying that Jordan, who was way much more effective at getting to the rim in his early years, was still taking 40 to 50% of his shots at
No.
mid-range?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So
I would say about maybe
30%, about 30%, about 30%.
I would say that.
25, 30.
I could say that.
At 30%.
That's what I said 35. I said 35 earlier.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So if he's taking that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's not affecting it. He's still, most of his shots are still being at the rim. He's still taking a lot of shots within 10 feet. That's the point. So he's not a great shooter. He's not an effective shooter. That's why he didn't take those threes, because there's no point of shooting that far. He cannot make it. He's not efficient at certain distances. So we cannot say he will be just because you say today's players do it. We only could go off of what actually Michael Jordan did when he was 23 years old in 1987.
No, the only thing I argue
it's like you
with
saying nobody in the fucking past can progress in the future. If you bring this
that's the only thing I had.
In the 2023, he won't make progress.
That progress won't be Michael Jordan scoring more points. It'll be Michael Jordan being a better passer and a better all-around player. He'll be a Luka Doncic or he'll be a Westbrook.
I think the skill. I think he has a better jump shot than Westbrook, and he's much faster than Luka. Like I think as far as the skill set, I could see you on the Luka, but if you add his agility and his quickness, then we're looking at a different player.
No, the reason I say Luka's not because of skill set is because of the usage
rate.
And the passing. He's going to have the usage
Yeah,
rate.
he definitely not skills Luka.
He's
not skilled as Luka, but again, we got to
wait. He's going to take the 22 shots per game or the 24 shots per game. You're going to give him 8 3-pointers per game, which he's only going to make 2 of them. He's not going to make more than that. He's going to shoot
all you're doing with that is you're just trying to take the number and say let's transform it here and just you got to have what's that word?
Bias.
Bias. Bias is the perfect word.
I got to be biased. I got to have a personal preference.
No.
So
you're using this small instance. You're using this small instance, just trying to transfer it over and say he shot 2, he'll shoot 8. He only made 16%. We don't count again, like LeBron when he came in the league.
I'm giving him. Listen, I'm giving Jordan 25%.
I'm saying, listen. Are you considering? There's no 3-point line when he's playing for? Listen, when he just came out of college with no 3-point line. So what I'm saying to you is, it's no emphasis on it,
and that's why he's not getting 30%.
So this is what I was saying. If you bring him to this, time period where that is emphasized, and any player knows it's emphasized, they work on that. That's common sense.
No.
Facts.
No.
Right. Okay. Now we're just saying
everybody would shoot above 35% from the 3-point line.
Stop. Giannis, Westbrook are great scorers, and they've been working on their 3-point shot for years. It ain't got better.
No, they haven't. We don't know that. That shit is broke. We
talking about. Jordan ain't getting better neither. He never got better. Even when they gave him the short line, he never got better. The man.
He did get better.
He got way better.
He's not going to shoot. He's not going to shoot the way y'all think he's going to shoot. I'm giving
But some people don't need to shoot that much.
89, didn't he shoot like 37? Like 89.
Imagine if he hit 1 3 a game where he would average. Imagine his stats.
It's like around that time. He shot like 35 or 37 or something like that.
For him to hit 1 3-pointer per game, he's going to have to take at least 3 or 4 shots.
Okay. Well, if you give me 37 with no 3 points, I won't complain about that either. If you give me 37 with no 3s, shit, what I'm going to complain about?
So
people ain't averaging 37 with 3s right now.
You know, it's crazy that
he shot no
3-point shot when Jordan was
like
in college, but it also wasn't a 3-point shot when Larry Bird was in college.
That's why Bird, his jumper's water, but it's not. He doesn't have the volume because again, he was just a great shooter, but the 3 wasn't emphasized. He didn't put the volume up. Imagine his jump shot, knowing that this is the thing right now, and he's shooting 8 to 10 a game. He's gonna give you 4 at least. He's giving you 40%.
No, he's not.
Larry Bird not giving you 40% with this value.
What was the 3-point
shot?
Giving
us what he gave us, 38%. That's what Larry's going to give you, 38%.
What was the 3-point shot in college for Larry Bird?
It wasn't no 3.
Because
okay. He shot 38%
in
the NBA, right?
Now, Johnny, what's the lowest percentage for Larry Bird? I think it was like no. One of his seasons.
It was like 24.
He shot 24% one year.
Pretty sure it was like his second or third year.
LeBron, the worst that I see from Larry Bird is 21% in 1982.
All right, how many did he shoot?
He shot 0.7.
How many did he shoot when he went 50, 40, 90?
50, 40, 90. He only went. Oh wait, he had 40 and 50. He took 1.6 shots per game and 3.1.
See how the attempts go up and his percentage went up.
It's 3.1. It's 3.1.
That's why I said, like, if Jordan shot more, his percentage would go up.
No,
Larry Bird was just a better shooter.
Larry Bird was just a better shooter than him.
I mean,
the reason why I say that because let's look at the percentage.
Rob.
All right.
In 1980, his rookie season, he took 1.7 3-pointers and shot 40%. So he was already a good 3-point shooter. Yeah, like you said, his percentage went down because he has less shots taken because he went to shoot 27%. Then he went to shooting 21%. Then he shot 28% at one. Then he shot 24%. That's 1984. But when Jordan got into the league in 1987, Larry Bird was taking 3 3-pointers per game, shooting 40%. And Larry Bird had 3 straight 40. So Larry Bird had 43% 85, 42% 86, 40% 87, 41% 88. And that's in the 80s.
I got you. That's my point of when I say when you look at Jordan in 87 when he shot like you said 0.6?
0.6, yes.
And he shot a low percentage. But you look at the 1990 season, I think he averaged like 2 point something close to 3. He shot at 37. So if he would have took more attempts, his percentage would have went up.
No, it's not, Rob. He just shot better that season. He had open shots. He was able to take more shots.
It was another season he averaged. Didn't he did 35 as well?
You hear this?
Like,
listen, Ralph.
Jordan couldn't do that in 87, though.
Listen, Ralph. The season. Wait, Ralph. Just the season before 1989, Jordan took 1.2 3-pointers per game. He shot 27%, 27.5%. Then the next season, he takes 2 shots more per game and he shoots 37%. Then he goes back down to 1 shot per game and shoots 31%.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, but he goes to 1.3 and goes to 27%. Then he goes to 2.9 and he shoots 35%.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
the more attempts he took, it's going up. That's what I'm saying.
No, because he took 1.9 in 95 and it was well, that's the short line. He took 1.5. He took 1.5 in 87. I mean, in 98, he took 1.5. He averaged 23 points per game. So it's like at the end of the day.
He averaged. That was his percentage or his points? What you mean?
Percentage.
He averaged 23 points.
He averaged. No, he shot 1.5 attempts per game in 98, and he shot 23.8, so 24%.
He shot 24% from 3 that year.
Well, that's the later in his career. We're talking about in the earlier.
No, but so what y'all basically saying is that if Jordan takes more than 2 shots per game, so if y'all saying is if Jordan takes over 150 3-pointers per game, he can shoot over 30%. But if he doesn't, he's going to shoot under 20.
Yeah, that's what it's.
I mean, that's ain't math.
It's right there.
Math ain't math.
How's not mathing? I mean,
that's actually how basketball works, man.
Just like on a test, you get 2 wrong. You get 2 wrong with 4 questions, you fail.
How basketball
you get 2 wrong
works,
with 10 questions, you pass.
How basketball works is like this: between 1985 and 1993, Michael Jordan took a 955 3-pointers. He made 30% of them.
That's fucking average.
That's not average.
35. 30. You're talking about in his earlier years.
That is Michael Jordan's all of his shots before he retired before 93.
Listen, if that's
we'll have to look at the league average during that time and see what it is. Like I'm not gonna say
almost the same as it is today.
It was 34%. We can go to it today. It was
no. Between those years, we got to see what's the average is. We can't just say he shot 30. Between
Michael Jordan's career in general, the NBA shot 34%, 35%. Ralph, it's not going to be.
It was 34. It was 34. You're right.
The best one saying if you add,
in the 80s,
if you add 95 to 90 to 2003, it's not gonna make it that much different. It's not dropping 30%. It's not dropping. 5%.
No. The thing is, in the 80s, it was much less. So it's 80s going into the 90s. So the percentage is not going to be 34. So it's going to be a little lower.
No.
So that's why we got to look between those years.
No, between 85 and 93, Ralph, it's going to be nowhere near 30. It's going to be higher than 30. That's my point.
No, it's
yes.
Because in the 80s, it's 28.
Rob, because you're counting 81, 82, 83, 84.
That's why. That's halfway point.
We're talking about 85. From 85 on, Ralph.
Yeah, so you're just going from his.
And you got to count. No, it's not moving the goalposts because you got to add 90, 91, 92, 93. That's 4 years in the 90s.
So
I guess this is why I jumped in because it mind boggles me. Like, we're saying he's a bad. We're saying he's okay. Like, even with all these bad flaws, he still got you 3 chips in a row.
30% 3-point shooting is bad, bro. It's not good.
But that's what I'm saying. If you give me, I would take his career with 30% 3-point shooting than somebody with 41% 3-point shooting. So that's what I'm saying. It ain't great. It ain't the best. It's just average, maybe below average. But he's not that bad in any other category to where you can sit here and make him seem like he's a horrible player. He still won 3 in a row.
Nobody's a horrible player. He's not going to average 40. That's what we say. He's just not going to average 40.
I mean, he can.
He can't. C-A-N-T, can't. He cannot do it.
Let's look up.
There's no way Jordan averaging 40 points a game.
He couldn't average
No
40
way.
points a game back then, and they were playing horrible defense.
I mean, yeah, terrible defense, and he was less of a player than these players are today. I don't understand how he's going to average more points.
That's like
But
saying,
he only say it was good
First,
defense
he
because it was
couldn't
a hard
average
foul.
28 because he old. Now he couldn't average it because
excuse why he can't do it.
I mean, he couldn't do it back then. How he's going to do it now?
No, because y'all not saying he couldn't do it because
God,
of
boy, y'all don't
see
listen, bro.
his age. Why he couldn't do 28?
Yes, he could
Now y'all
average.
using the skill set because he couldn't do 40.
No, listen, he couldn't average 30 because he was old, and he can't average 40 because he don't have the skill set. Is that? I mean,
We all know he didn't have the skill set. We all know. You guys.
None of that takes away anything. We're not going to sit here and tell you LeBron James averaged 40 points per game today because he averaged 30 points in 2006 or 2007. Oh yeah, 2006.
Yeah, 2006. I mean, no one is saying Michael Jordan was a great player. We're just saying his skill level at that time wasn't great. It's just not up to par with players today.
His 30 points in
LeBron is more skilled today than he was in 2006. He was more athletic then, but he's more skilled today than then, and he can't average 40 points per game today, so he can't do it.
2006, Bron? Are you
Johnny?
Yo, LeBron is
Johnny.
skilled today.
Johnny.
Yes. I'm listening.
League average from Jordan's rookie year all the way up to the 92-93 season was 32%. Like I said, it was going to be lower.
No,
it was going to be. I said it was going to be lower than 34.
No, and I
But he still will be below average.
No, it's not going to be. It's Jordan's.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that, but
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's like he shot what we said 30%. 30%. He was 2 ticks. He was 2 points below league average.
Shooters back then, Ralph. That's what I'm trying to explain. They were bad
because they wasn't shooting it.
That's not what we were talking about.
They couldn't shoot.
They couldn't shoot it.
They couldn't shoot it.
Damn it! Like how y'all couldn't
That's
shoot
why they
it.
moved it back.
All right, so who has the highest 3-point percentage in the history of NBA?
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr, 90s player and the 2000s player.
Didn't he retire at 99?
2000s player, kind of.
He
retired at 99?
No, he played till 2005, right? 2004.
No.
2003 at least, right?
He won 2003 because he won 2 championships with
2003, I thought.
There was outliers in every single decade of anything you want to talk about. Good 3-point shooters existed everywhere. You had Michael Cooper, you had Mitch Richmond, you had Reggie Miller, you had Steve Kerr.
90s.
Those were all 80s players too. They started in the 80s. You had what? Chris Mullin. You had Byron Scott. You had a bunch of people who could shoot threes. There just wasn't an emphasis on it. That's it.
Kobe Bryant couldn't average 40 points. I don't know why you guys saying Michael Jordan could. I don't understand.
Because Kobe ain't
Kevin Durant can't average 40 points. Carmelo Anthony can't average 40 points. No one could average 40 points. Nobody could do it. Michael Jordan was less skilled than those players. So how is he averaging 40 points?
Okay, hey, listen, y'all. Oh, wait, I'm gonna give y'all something. In 1982, only 13 players even qualified to be into the actual percentage of leaders. That's how bad people were shooting.
Because they wasn't shooting it. I bet
they couldn't shoot.
The Game Boy, he don't know how to play because he didn't grow up on it. I give him Nintendo DS, they'll beat the whole game.
But Craig, the guy who shot the most threes shot 33%. The guy who shot.
If I give my son a Nintendo, he gonna look at me stupid because he did not grow up on it. If I give him a Nintendo Switch, he gonna know what to do with it because he was growing up on it.
Exactly, and a Switch is better than a Super Nintendo. And a Switch is better than a Super Nintendo.
That's Sega Genesis.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. It's better. You're not. That's it. Jordan is not a great shooter in the 80s. You want to bring up the 90s Jordan, then that's different.
You guys want to make Jordan look better. Shooter. Like you guys just want to make Jordan seem better.
It's mind-boggling.
Like that's all it is.
So him being 2%. Hold on, yes, Johnny. Him being 2% lower makes him not a good shooter.
We're adding the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. From beginning of his career all the way up to
but we didn't talk about 1990 Jordan averaging 30 or 40 points per game. We're talking about 1987 Jordan. Yeah.
87. Let me look at.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about the whole time.
It's 1987-88 Jordan, the guy who can't shoot threes.
No, it was 86.
The 90s Jordan could shoot threes.
87.
I told you that Jordan is.
Yeah, he got better.
He got better.
But he didn't average more when he was better.
Huh?
Because he didn't shoot 40 times a game. So he had to pass the ball.
Correct.
Just like he had to pass the ball more today too.
Craig, he took more because they gave him a lot more 3-pointers. He was able to shoot more threes.
Y'all just all over the place.
How we all over the place? Because we say he did. He did. Well, that's all we keep saying. He did. We looking at his stats, his percentage. He could not do it. He didn't. He would never do it.
But like
you guys are trying to morph him into this superhuman player that he's not. He's never been.
We're talking about if he shot more, though, he would shoot better percentage.
I mean,
that was my argument.
He would be a 35.
All right, Ralph. Let's do this, Ralph. Michael Jordan's top 5 shooting seasons outside of the short line, I mean, the seasons he shot the most 3-pointers, was 1990, 1993, 1998, 1992, and 1989.
Yeah, 98. Hold on, 98. Oh yeah, they moved the line back. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but he shot the most. He shot 245 3-pointers and 90, shot 37.6. He took
how many attempts game did he do?
That was 3.
3. All right.
He shot 230 and 93.
I think he shot bad then.
He shot 35% then. Then he took 120. He took 126 threes in 98 and shot 24%. He took 100 threes. He took 100 threes in 92 and shot 27%. And he took 98 3-pointers in 89 and shot 27%. So Jordan's top 5 most shooting seasons, where he shot the most 3-pointers in a season, right? He had 3. Yeah, it sounds right. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not looking. I'm taking away 96 and 97 because those are the short line seasons. Those are his most 3-point shooting seasons in general. He took the most threes in those seasons in general in his career. I'm looking at the.
What was his average 3-pointers? That's what I was looking at.
No, but the average goes by the totals, Ralph. So he plays 82 games and 240 is 3. He plays 82 games, 126. That's like 1.5. But again, I'm giving you the seasons he took the most 3-pointers. So that means he shot the most threes outside of the shortened line. The top 5 seasons outside of the shortened line, 3 of them he shot under 30%. Only 2 of them he shot above 35%, which was 90, 93, and 90. But the other 3 seasons where he took a lot of 3-pointers, he shot under 30%.
So none of those seasons would average 40 points a game.
And those are 4 seasons of 90s. We're not counting. We're talking the 80s Jordan. He was a horrible 3-point shooter. He got better in the 90s.
Run those seasons by one more time for me.
1990. That's number 1 season. That's his most. That's 3 points, 3 per game. 1993.
Yeah. 93.
1998 next.
1993 is next. He shot 2.9.
Yeah, I'm saying after 90, it's 93.
Mm-hmm.
After 93, it's 98.
Yeah.
And after 98, it's 92. After 92 is 89.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 5 seasons he took the most 3-pointers within a season. And like I said, 3 of them are under 30%. 1 is under 25. So if we just take, I can't just take those seasons and do it because they're gonna mix it up. But if we just take those seasons there, again, Jordan, he's an average 3-point shooter.
Like we can't just take Jordan as he is. That's why he's the GOAT, because we have to make him seem like he's better if he's played in a different era. We could not take what Jordan did when he played. Okay, he's a 25% 3-point shooter, but today he's going to be 40. Like, we just cannot take what Jordan did.
We didn't say 40
because it's a problem. It's a problem. Like Michael, that's why I just never understood the reason why people debate so much why Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Like, if we just look at what Michael Jordan did, he didn't do better than everyone else. Like, I just don't understand it. And they just think what Michael Jordan, if he played today, he would do better. Like, they're saying he can average 40 points a game at age 40. It's ridiculous. In 1987, when he was not as skilled as these players are today, he would shoot 35 times a game and average 50. Like, that's just not happening.
He was more skilled than there.
Like, he's not gonna run up and down the court like a robot, shutting down everybody, hitting threes, and dunking on everybody. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Why not? It would be great. It would be great.
Well, hold on.
It'd be good.
Say that again.
He would definitely shut down people today. 100%.
Who he's going to shut down? He's not shutting down one damn player in the NBA.
What Brandon is
Why
saying,
he's not? Why is he not?
He's shutting down.
No, Brandon.
Anyone he faces on a given night.
No, what
He has
Brandon
never
is saying
guarded
is
these
that
players like these players today. How's he going to shut? He ain't
These
shut
players
down
today?
nobody back then.
Oh my
And he's going to
God.
shut down even better players today, bigger,
Even
stronger,
better.
faster, more
They're not.
athletic players.
They're
You
not
don't
bigger, stronger,
Jokic
faster.
is doing it.
You pull up rosters. It's like nobody wants the roster argument. We go rosters. They're not bigger, stronger, faster today.
Who's he
shutting down?
Anybody. Let's say the Magic. Okay, last night the guys that ran LeBron off. Right. What's his name? Those two guards who were dropping 25. Yeah, he would shut those guys down.
Who's those guys?
Let's see.
Ben Carroll? You talking about Ben Carroll? The 6'11".
The guys who were giving LeBron the smoke.
guards. He said guards.
Yeah.
Who you talking about? Jalen Suggs and
who are you talking about?
Anthony and them on Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando. I'm pulling up the rosters right now because everyone wants to say he wouldn't shut down any players today, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Well, no, you're talking about. So you're talking about him shutting down Jalen Suggs and
So
somebody
you
like
talking
that?
about him guarding
He said
somebody?
now Brandon did state he will not shut down
Any player today.
He said
That's what
that.
he said.
Now, how is he shutting them down? What they're not going to score? Like what you talking about?
He's going to hold them to sub 30% shooting.
No.
Okay.
What?
Hold on.
That's
Wait.
crazy.
Come on now.
All right.
Now you're just going into super LeBron bias mode here.
Wait. We got Cole Anthony.
The delusion on this episode is mind-boggling today.
Listen. That's why we bring up numbers. Cole Anthony is a backup point guard shooting 47% from the field, 43% from the three-point line. You're saying Michael Jordan is going to make Cole Anthony shoot under 30%?
Sure. If you wanted to, absolutely.
Yes.
Jalen Suggs is who you have your best option. He averages 37 point. He shoots 37% from the field now and 27 from three-point land in the 6 games he's played. So he may do Jalen Suggs like that.
Let
me guess, because LeBron couldn't do it, now Jordan can't do it.
I mean, LeBron was even guarding that dude.
We saw Jordan guarding Grant.
LeBron was guarding anyone.
We saw Jordan at his Apex get shook by Iverson.
I mean, I have videos of
Iverson was far better player than anyone on that roster.
Iverson's crossover is an average crossover in today's NBA.
It's a carry.
No, it's not. What?
Yes, it is.
No, you don't see anyone else doing that today, except for what, 2 people maybe Donovan Mitchell and Kyrie.
I just watched Austin Reeves put somebody on the ground. Austin Reeves put somebody on the ground the other day.
Not with the same crossover. No, you didn't.
It was a crossover.
Guaranteed
It was the Iverson crossover. Go one way and bring it the other way.
Iverson crossover was way different.
Oh, you're just saying things.
Austin Reeves.
Which Iverson crossover you talking about? Because it's 2 different ones. Because they changed the rule and didn't allow the carry anymore. So he had 2 different crossovers.
He was getting a lot of carries on him.
Listen, the simple fact is that the reason Iverson's crossover was so deadly because there wasn't too many players that can go from right to left that fast. That's the point. Today, there's a bunch of players who can go right to left easily.
Everyone.
No, that's not true.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
No. Let me explain because even Isaiah Thomas said his crossover was a hesitant crossover to where when you had like Tim Hardaway or Isaiah Thomas, they kept their crossovers inside the box to where it was much quicker for you to get that first step to go to the basket. It wasn't quick. It was more so of catching you off guard.
But Rob, everybody has that today. That's what I'm saying. Most of the players you have to
That's standard. What Tim Hardaway did is standard. What Tim Hardaway did is standard.
Cole Anthony has that.
Yeah, which made him go to the basket quicker.
Which games are you watching that you think is standard?
What you mean?
That's the standard for
all
a basketball
that happens
player
in
in
today's
college.
game. You don't have
That's
that.
the standard for a basketball player in high school. Come on
It's
now.
literally just a 3-point shooting contest today. Nobody's dribbling like that and getting their own shots.
What?
That's the
It's
problem
very
with you
rare.
guys. That's the problem because y'all don't watch the game. Apparently,
I
y'all
watch
just
every
think
game.
everyone just shoots threes.
That's all
the
they do.
problem. You think no one dribbles the ball; they just shoot threes.
Y'all just bragged about someone scoring 60 points on 11 dribbles. Now they dribbling.
Because y'all don't watch basketball. Y'all just think everybody just shoot threes. That's the problem.
Y'all literally
Okay.
bragged about someone scoring 60 points on 11 dribbles.
They're taking 40 shots a game.
That was one person, Klay Thompson.
Okay, that's one too many.
One person out of 450 players in the league.
That's one too many.
Close to 500 players in the NBA.
We literally need to throw out a
I
game
got
here
a man
and
with
dissect
11
it.
dribbles, score
Okay.
60 points, and win 4 championships.
Bro,
Let's throw out a Mitch Richmond game against Jordan and see who he shut down.
No,
Sure.
I mean, it's not that hard to understand. That's like basically saying like that's what Brandon says about the 70s and the 60s about Jerry West and them. No matter how great their stats is, the facts of the matter is they didn't have the skill sets to match today's NBA. That's just it. They just didn't have it. Jerry West is not going left and right.
And that's my point. Like when we were talking about putting that type of Jordan in today's league, because he will have to benefit off the training and everything of what they learned when they were young and coming up. He would have to.
No, but my thing about Jordan is, like I said, yes, that 87 Jordan could average 30 points per game. I wouldn't say that, but he's not averaging 40. So for me, I think Jerry West.
Hold on, you said 40. Now you backtracking?
No. I said he averaged 37 points. I said we adjust the pace to play, and Jordan took 2 or 3 more shots per game because he was already taking 27 shots. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Making it seem like he wouldn't shoot more.
But now that you come to think about it, in reality, Rob, like I said, he would do. I said he would do Luka's numbers because he would pass more because of the way the game is. So he would.
I don't think that. I definitely think that he wasn't passing the ball. He was not averaging no assists like Luka. It would be hard for me to imagine Michael Jordan averaging 30 points a game today in 1987. You take 87 Jordan, it would be hard for me to believe he would average 30 points a game.
Well,
he was
gets
not that
15
skilled to
free
average
throws
30
a
points a
game.
game.
He get 15 free throws a game. He'd still be your mid-range guy.
Yeah, we just pump fake and everybody's going to follow him. Like Michael Jordan was not that skilled to average 30 points a game today.
Have you seen the fouls they're calling? It's just there's no pump faking. It's just people being dragged and like getting cheap calls on the way to the rim.
They call less fouls today than they did back in the 80s.
But I don't even know what you guys are talking. Jordan has he'll extend more energy playing today.
They do call less fouls today.
Good. He had the most energy of anyone in NBA history.
So
in the 80s he did. Yes. In the 80s he did.
In the 80s when the pace was higher.
11 attempts from
in the 80s he did.
He had the most energy.
We're talking about 87.
No, but that's the thing, Rob. He's gonna shoot more threes, so his efficiency is gonna go down. He was already shooting 48%.
No, his efficiency will go up. We just proved.
Here's the thing. I'll admit this right now.
He's not gonna shoot a lot.
Rob, pay attention, Rob. Pay attention. His field goal percentage will go down because he's taking more threes and he's not going to shoot the threes at a high rate. A high percentage. His regular field goal percentage is going to go down because now you're taking.
If he averaging 40.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. For Jordan to average 40, he would have to. That's what I'm saying. Is Jordan really going to take 30 shots per game? He was already taking 28.
Y'all already called
Jordan
him.
would be.
He'll take away from those 3.
Jordan would be benched if he tried to average 40 because he was inefficient.
Everything Jordan did in his career could transfer over except for being the ball hog. Now that's when y'all draw the line. He's not going to shoot more. That's when y'all draw the line.
No, I'm just saying if he shoots,
even too young,
Jordan would be benched. He would be benched. He would be very inefficient and he would be benched.
Yeah,
he would not. They would not allow him to just keep throwing up bricks and not be able to shoot or drive to his left.
And he's still not. And he's still not going to. What's it called?
He would be inefficient. All right.
He was not that great of a player in 1987. As the players are today.
Oh my God! That was
as the players are today.
By no measurement can you back that up.
That's
by measurement.
By measurement.
That's crazy.
What measurement?
No.
So our players today shooting 50% and leading in every advanced metric and lockdown defensively? No.
He wasn't doing that.
Name one.
He was locking down. Lillard wasn't locking down anybody.
Doing that in 87. He wasn't doing that.
That's the problem. He wasn't locking down anybody.
He was first team all defense every year since 87 to 93. Okay. He led the league in steals 3 times.
That has to do with locking down players. That has nothing to do with that's being voted as an all defensive player. He's not locking down nobody.
For no reason.
He's locking down Craig Elo.
Joel Embiid averaged 33 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, like Craig Elo, Jeff Horner said.
I mean, these players are far superior.
Joel Embiid averaged 33.
Listen,
Joel Embiid averaged 33 points per game, shooting 55% from the field, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. That is the best player in today's NBA. Jordan is nowhere near that in 1987.
No, he's not.
What?
Michael Jordan was not that great of a player in 1987. Scottie Pippen even said it himself. He's a horrible player. His old teammates say he's a horrible player. Just because he shot the ball a lot doesn't mean he's great.
Jordan
guy
6
who-
feet stone on him. Like,
the guy
I
who
mean,
took-
that's
like I said, Luka Doncic.
Go get Pippen another ring. That's what we gonna do. We gonna get Pippen another ring.
Even if Jordan wanted to be Luka Doncic took 22 shots per game last year and averaged 32.5 points per game. And again, he had to shoot 50%. Jordan's not shooting 50% in today's NBA. He's not 87, Jordan.
Yeah,
I mean, they wrote a book about Jordan not being able to dribble with his left hand. That's how bad of a skilled player he was in 1987. He couldn't dribble with his left hand. They wrote a book about it.
Oh, we started a real conversation.
We go into a skill
Y'all
set
lucky
to
my
where
Jets
you
don't
see
play till
that's the
tomorrow,
thing.
so I really don't
You
care
can't judge his skill set to today's game. It's going to be
Because
different.
it's not close. He's not
It's gonna
as
be
skilled as these
different.
players are today. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's not as skilled as these players are today, so he's not going to do better. He's going to be less of a player.
That's disingenuous because now you're taking
Disingenuous.
the actual.
He's
you
going to be less of a
because
player.
you can't take somebody's skill set from the 80s and just be like, oh, he's gonna go in today's game. No, he's gonna have a different skill set. Yes, he will.
How?
Because he's
you
gonna
say
have
so?
the different training. He is. Coach is gonna train
Because
him
you
to
say
work
so?
on his left hand. No,
He's going to be an average
coaches work on that
athleticism player.
today's game.
He's going to be like Malik Monk. Malik Monk and Michael Jordan
my
has the
God,
same
this is a
athletic
horrible
ability.
take, bro. Like
Malik Monk and Michael Jordan has
that's
the same
terrible.
athletic ability.
That's no.
Yes, they do.
That's
Yes, they do. Elite Monk.
You just
Y'all, I mean, y'all really.
Have you seen Elite Monk? The dude is athletic as hell. They have the same athletic ability. So him being more athletic in the 80s does not mean anything today.
No, how can y'all not understand that 35 years ago, Michael Jordan did not have the skill sets of players today? I don't.
And how do you not grasp the
what
concept
skill
if you
sets
get
are you talking about? I'm just curious. Besides a three ball, what skill sets are you talking about?
A
dribbling.
Nope. Try again.
Defensive.
Jordan doesn't have a crossover in '87 when he
Jordan
goes from right to left. He can't do that. Jordan is not. Jordan didn't have a post-up game.
Yeah, y'all think Jordan just walked through people and put the ball in the basket. Y'all just think that. Y'all.
Hold on.
They just
Name a
put
player that had all of that during that time. I just want you to answer that.
Nobody did. That's
Exactly.
what we're saying.
It's the style of play.
We did see that.
Exactly. You cannot take somebody in the 80s and say that's the exact skill set they'll have today. It doesn't make any sense.
Say Jordan will average 40
You can't
today.
say Jordan will have it.
No
You can't say Jordan will have it.
We have no idea.
You can't say Jordan can have it.
You can't.
There's no way we can say Jordan had that.
You can't.
Your own point
That's
makes
like me
my
saying.
point.
That's like me saying, you know what? Will Chamberlain would be able to shoot threes.
Yeah, we can't.
Because Jokic can.
Because Jokic can. Yeah,
He
exactly.
can't. Craig just said he couldn't. Craig just said he couldn't. That's what we're saying.
That don't make sense.
That's what we're saying.
I didn't say
Yeah, that's like saying.
I don't agree with that.
That's like saying no. That's like Shaq believing he could have the skill set of Giannis. No, you didn't have it, Shaq.
That's like saying Shaq can shoot better
Not
free
Orlando.
throws
I
today.
think what he was talking
if
about
Shaq
in
grew up
Orlando,
today, he would be a better free throw shooter. That's what you guys are saying. He would be a better free throw shooter if he played today. That's all that is. Well, like I'm not going to make believe what Jordan could have did to make him seem better. We has Michael Jordan stats. We know what Jordan could not do. Simple as that. We seen Jordan. It's Kobe Bryant. We seen him.
No, we did not.
Kobe couldn't average 40 points a game. Kobe couldn't average 40 points a game. We seen Michael Jordan.
You're gonna say Kobe and he was less efficient than Jordan.
Ralph.
That's how Jordan would have been. That's how Jordan would have been playing better competition.
Ralph, who's more skilled? Ralph, who's more skilled? 87 Jordan or 2007 Kobe?
That's not even a hard question.
It's also a disingenuous one.
Yes, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Yes,
it's not fair.
Kobe.
So comparing prime Kobe to basically second year Mike.
No,
yeah, that's why I had to think
about
that.
Hold on. I got this, man.
What about 22-year-old Jordan and 22-year-old Kobe?
This is what we're saying. This is what we're trying to explain to y'all.
Oh my God,
this is what we're trying to explain to y'all. I'm not trying to tell you that Jordan is in his prime in 87, even though y'all would say he is in his prime in 87.
No, we didn't say that.
My point is what you guys fail to realize is that whatever skill set Jordan had to be great in 87 is not that great today.
That's what I've been saying.
That's what we're trying to explain to you. Whatever skill sets that was allowing him to be the great player in 1987.
We're not arguing that, Johnny. We're not arguing that.
So what we're trying to tell you is that you can't attribute better skills to Jordan of 87 because you want to make him seem like he would just have it. We don't know if he can have it. He would never have it because he, like you said, he was young.
We've never seen it.
We've never seen it. Now, if you said the 90s Jordan, we're talking about a different Michael Jordan. Way much more skilled, way better player. Even if his athleticism, he was smarter, he was greater of a player. We would never argue that. But the 87, the fact that in 87 Jordan had enough skills to dominate at that level, that's fine. But those skills do not translate to today, is all we're saying. That's all we're saying.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, if we're just using, like, if we're just going at a snow globe with, like, it's just Mike at 87, sure. I don't think he would be nearly as dominant today as he was then because obviously, like you said, if you just dropped him in and you're like, hey, Mike, time for a game, he wouldn't have any idea what the hell's going on. Like, yeah, he wouldn't be able to shoot the three. He was second year, so they wouldn't, like you said, Brian, they wouldn't let him jack up 28 shots a game like he was in 87. He would have to be he would be forced to be a much more all-around player like he became in 90, 91 on. And it would start his learning curve early. But I mean, if we're just trying to use that against him, but no, it's like, yeah, he was
using anything against him.
That's what I'm saying.
Who picked 87 Jordan?
Huh? Because that's the highest. That's the highest average. Because this is what it is, Ralph. Let me bring it back up. Brandon, bring this.
No one has ever said that was his best year. Brandon, his best year was probably 88 or I would say 91.
Let's bring this up and then we can get about it.
I'll say 90.
Bring this up, Brandon, right quick, please.
That's fair too. 90 was great.
Bring it up, Brandon, so we can explain why we did this. This is why we did this, because people want to use the stats. They want to say stats is important because Jordan, during his 38 years, he's averaging 40. This is the 40-point games he has after 38, Ralph. These are the oldest.
This is from the casuals, though, man.
No, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. Again, there's a lot of casuals in NBA. There's a lot of NBA fans that are just casuals. They don't.
We just saw NBA players who are.
Yeah.
We just played a video of NBA players who say this thing.
So the only reason we use 87 Jordan because that was Jordan's best season. He averaged 37 points per game. He never averaged more than that.
Season.
Now, mind you, that's not the most skilled Jordan. That's just the best performance as far as production wise, stats wise. So that's why we say that.
No, but that's the best scoring season, not for stats wise. That's the best.
Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that, Johnny.
Okay, but we're talking about scoring. Then that's what I'm saying. We're talking about scoring. So if Jordan's average. And we're talking about scoring 37 points per game in a pace of 101 possessions. We were just trying to show you how even with that he couldn't average 40 points per game. So even Jordan at the apex of his scoring, he couldn't average 40 points per game. So even at 38, he's not averaging 30. You understand what I'm trying to say? So
I agree. He definitely wouldn't average 40 today because I think that it's much more of like a team orientated type situation.
Or like how Gilbert Arenas says he's averaging 100 in the 90s. He thinks Gilbert Arenas said he would average 100 in the 90s, which we know. Yeah, he's not doing that.
Johnny, I would use 89-90 more so than that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Jordan was way much more skilled in the 90s. I'll give you that. He had a way more well-rounded game. He had the outside jumper. He had
that version of Jordan would score 40. That one will.
40 win.
89-90. 89-90 Jordan would.
89-90?
Yes.
Today? He would score 40 points a game?
I believe so.
Jordan would never score 40 points a game in an NBA season.
89-90 Jordan averaged 33.6 points per game. 7 rebounds, 6.5 assists, shooting 52% from the field, 37.5 from 3-point, and 85 from the free throw line. So he was very efficient. That means he took 24 shots per game. So he's still taking 24 shots per game. In 1990, I believe the pace was the same. I believe it was about 100.
What did he shoot from three?
It was 98.
37.
It was 98.3. So it's about a possession less because I think it's 99 in today's NBA. Yeah, he's still not averaging 40, Ralph. He's averaging 35 maybe, but not 40. Because I would say
him averaging more. I don't see him averaging more than he did.
Because I could see him taking more threes, and being that he shot threes at an efficient rate that year, I can see him shooting.
How many
more
threes he attempted that season? A game.
That's the most he's attempted. Three per season.
I think
3 per season. So even if we give him another 3, let's just say he takes 6. That's another 3-pointer, another 3-point shot added to it. But you would have to figure the math.
How
So
John,
don't let
3-point shooting, but we won't do the free throw. I mean, how many free throws he attempted and made per game? Maybe that go up.
No, I don't, because
I mean,
there's
more rules.
Matter of fact, hey, Johnny, do the 100 possessions. Look at the 100 possessions.
Listen, oh yeah, I'll do that right now. In 1990, the NBA fouls was 25 fouls per game. They only did 20. No, I'm sorry, not 25. Give me a second. It's 23 fouls per game. They only do 20 in 2023. So there's less fouls for Jordan to get free throws. Unless you
Johnny, don't let this distract you from the fact that James Worthy is the actual GOAT. Come on.
Don't worry. Don't worry, because Tyler Hero's on his way. Okay, Tyler Hero.
He's on his way.
Tyler Hero's on his way. 1990 Jordan 100 possessions is 42.7 points per game. At 8 rebounds, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. So in 100 possessions.
So that means Jordan would have to play 48 minutes a game today. No, 49 minutes a game today to average 40 points.
To average 40 points. Yeah, that's true.
40 is unrealistic, I think.
That would be 48 minutes, Ralph. That's 100 possessions.
So this goes to show you if you have to score 44.
Today's NBA is just under 100. They're like at 99 point something. So at 100 possessions, you saying Jordan would play a whole 48 minutes? He's not doing that.
Hold on, you saying they right where they had possessions today?
Yeah, no. Basically, said, but they put like this: the pace of 1990 was a 98 point something, right? So it was like 1 possession less.
Yeah.
Jordan's only playing 39 minutes per game. Jordan's only playing 39 minutes per game, so Jordan's not playing the full 90 possessions. So Jordan's 33 points per game is in like 75 possessions, 80 possessions. That's why his 100 possessions is 42 points, 43 points. Because that would be basically you saying Jordan's playing a whole game.
He could average scoring. He could do it at 46 minutes a game.
No, I mean if Jordan plays 48 mintes per game, he's averaging 40 points per game. Yeah, if he plays 48
I think the more realistic. You're right though. The more realistic thing is to assume that he'd be more like we're seeing through the first 5 games here, like Luka type stats, like 33, 8 and 8 probably. I think he's a better rebounder than Luka because he actively tried probably, but I don't think he'd average 40. I mean, if he pushed himself, but I think he'd more go into the flow, whatever his team was doing.
If his team is losing, he's averaging 40. If his team is
sure.
Now, like the pace now is at 100 right now.
He'd more likely still be. I still think he'd lead the league in scoring a few years, but he'd more likely at most be like a 35 guy on 48% shooting, 47% because I still think he'd jack up probably 6 or 7 threes today, but I don't think he's averaging 40.
The pace of last year, Ralph, was 99.1.
2.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm looking at Basketball Reference. So that's fine.
2.
I'm saying. So
that's what I'm saying.
So Jordan, that's what I'm saying. So for Jordan to average that 42 that he was averaging at the 100 possessions in 90, he would have to play the full game, like Brandon said, plus more extra minute.
It was 98.3.
We didn't say 42. We said 40.
Yeah.
So
but again, and
the
98
pace was a little slower, just a tad.
But remember, Jordan's not playing all 98 possessions. So Jordan's playing, you know what I'm saying? Jordan's playing 39 minutes. So a full game is 98 possessions. Jordan's playing 39 minutes. So you take away a quarter of that. So Jordan's playing, like I said, Jordan's playing like 75 possessions. Now, Brandon did per 75 before. I don't know where you find per 70. Do they have per 75? No, they only have per 100. I don't know how Brandon.
Nah.
Have to do the math.
Yeah, I just did the math.
Yeah, Brandon did the math on that. And we do per 36 minutes now. Right?
He shot that year. Damn, he shot above league average across the board.
Jordan was elite in 1990. Yeah, until Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
You're not doing that.
Nah, he had it set out that the team that eliminates him the following year, he's going to sweep them.
Well, look, guys, this has been one of the longest shows we've had in a long time.
Yeah,
It's been fun. It's been great. Shout out to everybody in the comments. I see you guys going at it. So we'll do like our normal thing, guys. We'll let you guys get your last takes and we'll get up out of here. So we'll start with Travis. You've seen enough in the comments. You got 30 seconds. Address anybody in the comments, sir.
I I'd say the only one I really adjust right now is keep it 100. Shout out everyone in the comments though. Only thing I'd say is spitting facts, but you can't really compare his game to DeRozan's. If DeRozan was faster, more agile, had better footwork, and was more efficient slightly, then sure. But otherwise, it's just a weak comparison.
Yeah. Jordan is SGA. That's what I would say. Young Jordan is SGA. Go ahead, Rob.
Westbrook.
Right. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm just starting to look at the comments. I don't know.
What about? I know Craig was looking. Craig was ready.
No, I wasn't really paying attention.
John does. John, who you got? Anybody in the comments you want to address?
Well, keeping it. I like it. He was spitting facts on, and Jay. He just hates LeBron. He hates LeBron.
Yeah, listen. Shout out to King John. Shout out to Zero. Shout out to all the Go James Kingdom members. Shout out to Anthony Davis. Everybody who's a member of the group. We love his support. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to Zero. He's in the comments, setting people straight as well. And Aaron, you get the last word here before we get up out of here. Anything you want to address before we go? Are you there, Aaron?
He's muted.
Yeah, I know he's muted, but I don't know if he heard us or not. Yeah. But anyways, listen, it was great having you guys on. This was actually a great conversation. As we stated before, as we addressed the City Girls groupies, that we let people speak. We let Jordan fans speak. Ralph is here. They defended Jordan. They called Brandon crazy. There was no problem for what Brandon was saying. Brandon was saying whatever Brandon was saying. Ralph was able to address it. We allow people to speak. This is what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. It is here for a GOAT debate platform. We don't want to take things personal. As you can see, nothing's personal here. We're all having fun. We have a great group of guys that show up every Sunday. So I want to thank you guys for showing up again, because you guys are great. And you make the show what it is, besides Brandon and I exposing y'all. But, at the end of this...
Shout out King John one time.
Yeah, King John.
King John.
It's John Gaskew on the third on Facebook. You got Craig King on Facebook. You got Travis Blankenship on Facebook. You got Ralph Alexander on Facebook, but he's Ralph Alexander 65 on TikTok. That's the amount of children he have. And then shout out to Aaron. I don't know where you find Aaron. He seems to be on YouTube. So shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. You guys know where to find me and Brandon. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. This is GOAT James Kingdom. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. That's Brandon, the sports analyst. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Y'all have a great weekend. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day.
All right. Also, Ralph, tell your buddies Trey and FA that if they want to play me one-on-one, they can. They've been ducking and dodging me. As soon as I said play one-on-one, they just want to play 2-on-2. So they are ducking and dodging me. And SB, if you're listening, come on. So we got have our little debate. You've been ducking the last 2 weeks.
Yo, the crazy thing, I was talking to SB earlier, yo. I'm gonna have to tell him, man.
Not my guy,
You done called him out.
Listen,
he might be on the next show.
Brandon, you are not allowed. Their name is Young Miami and JT because they want to be a pair.
Nah, we're not doing that.
Because they want to be a pair. They don't do nothing by themselves. They spend anniversaries together. We're not doing
that. I don't know what they do together. They've been trying to harass us.
But one thing
they afraid to play me one-on-one.
Exactly. One thing they can't do is out-debate us in the GOAT debate, nor can they prove Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So
I can, damn it.
So Aaron, next Friday, next Sunday, you get your 5 minutes to prove Jordan's the GOAT, okay?
Next Friday, what time to get on? I got some badass kids, so you got to give me a little time in advance.
At the same time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. 12
p.m. noon Eastern every Sunday. We don't duck and dodge nobody.
Yo,
GOAT James.
All shit talking aside, I fuck with y'all. So I'm definitely be tuning in. We gonna talk our shit, but I definitely fuck with y'all and y'all whole platform. Definitely.
Appreciate it, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button, and you'll definitely see us. Holla at us, man. You guys have a great Sunday, man.
Fellas, have a good one, fellas.
You guys are all right.
Everybody.
Jordan's a GOAT.
LeBron's the